I'm gonna do.
Matt,
I'm
do
actually
you
gonna
want
do a slush.
What? Are you ordering stuff, Sam?
one? Someone else will eat one or drink one. Both.
Wow, what a waste of money.
Sounds like it's
Manella,
a no.
I'm kind of digging the shade of your hair now. Like it,
Thank you.
I really like. It
Yeah.
goes well with the blanket too.
Thanks. Yeah, it looks super faded, but I can't complain.
Kind of like how this was originally lavender. Sometimes it looks cool even if it's faded.
I like yours because it looks bluer now. It looks like icy blue, at least on camera. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like in person. Except this little section back here is still a little more purple than the rest of it. No matter how much I try and bleach it beforehand.
Should I do?
I love it.
Manella, you look a little cold.
No, I've got a super fuzzy blanket on, so I'm not cold at all. It is cold in the house, though. I don't know why. Should I get pineapple mango or? All right, I'm gonna get pineapple mango.
Okay,
I think that
there you go.
I couldn't come up with anything else, so I guess that pretty much covers it. Or strawberry kiwi, but I don't want that. So.
Nah, pineapple mango all the way.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Do these?
Let me just order this. Should I accidentally put it on Drew's card? No.
Accidentally.
Accidentally. Yeah,
I
that's
do
what Drew does
not.
all the
I
time.
ask.
DoorDash actually makes it really hard for you to use a different card because you can't just be like select one of the cards in your account and just use this one. You have to go into all of your cards and set the one you want to use as your default, and then it'll use that. Which is
Uber Eats just sometimes randomly switches me to Deloitte Amex.
That's fun.
Yeah, mine does that too.
I still have my Deloitte Amex on Uber Eats, but I don't think that card's good anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I do love the one legendary story they have of like when they first issued those, and they had an intern who just went gambling with it and did not come out ahead.
Yikes.
Yeah, you usually don't. That's how it works.
Hey, Beverly was in a podcast for it's called the Deep Space Podcast. They
Cool.
interviewed
Why do I feel like I've heard of that?
Richard's fiance? Now
Yeah.
fiance?
I'm gonna get Dairy Queen.
You guys are killing me.
Let me just pull up twitch.tv. I want to pull up my favorite streamer so I can watch him while we play.
Nice.
Who is it?
Me.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I'm watching. Got a text. Blended Bistro and Boba has confirmed my order.
London Bistro and Boba. What an interesting combination.
It would be. It was blended Bistro and Boba. Blah, blah,
Blow blah.
blah, blah.
Blobies. London Blobies and Bistro.
Speaking of Blobies, who wants to recap what happened last month?
I have some brief memory bits. We found a room. We were in the basement, and we found some skeletons. We found some corpses. We found some people in cells that looked dead and were dead, but they still attacked us anyway. We found some books made of human flesh with starburst eye patterns. The hotel guy got away after nearly killing Blake. There were
Really struggling to remember.
kites, human kites made of flesh. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then the
Also,
red cap got away thanks to Fumbus and Atreon.
Jesse,
Well,
you were
I do
muted.
remember
I don't
now.
know if you were talking just to stream, but
then also we helped a person change their life and become one of the law enforcement.
Yes,
Right.
the mimic.
Yep.
That is actually what I would like to have done with my downtime.
Is Train Big Box?
Yes. Help him.
Whoa! Thanks for that sub, Alex. says, "Hello, friends. 3-month streak. Whoa."
Whoa.
I'll show you a 3-month streak.
Wow.
And we get special emotes because it's some special 2020 thing going on right now.
Did you guys
Yeah.
all type the same thing, or is that like an auto thing?
It's an auto thing.
It's an auto.
You have
Wait,
no-
where are the special emotes?
Are you on
This
stream
should
right
just
now?
be in our normal emotes thing.
Oh my god, I like Sam's. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
I
Oh.
don't see any special
New
emotes.
2020
The
suspicious.
suspicious Santa.
I got another one before. Hold on. This one
Oh,
and this
speaking of Santa, just one quick Minecraft question. What is with stolen presents being dropped by enemies everywhere?
I don't know. Love it.
They've been. I don't know why they've been doing that, but we have a barrel full of them in the basement.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Must be a Christmas thing.
Yeah, but you can't even open the presents.
You can't
Like,
open
what's
the present.
point?
You also
Not
Oh,
yet.
bro,
It's
wait
not
till
Christmas, idiots. Oh,
Yo, what if there's
Yo.
good shit in there though? We should accumulate.
Julie, what is that face?
I'm so excited. I was excited.
Oh, do you think you can open Christmas?
Maybe.
I think they're supposed to be traded to villagers or some shit, because I looked them up.
probably. Yeah.
I hate villagers. I hope they all
I
burn.
just found a village that gives you special potions.
I wish
Ooh.
that there
Is
It's
it
was
like a
kinda
potion
like-
of plus 200% luck.
one
when you
easy
bought that
place
sword?
for magical formulas, because I'm having some
Jesse.
trouble. What?
No, like,
Tweet.
and it's just a weird looking village. Like, it's built into the mountain, and like most of the buildings don't have doors. There's just boxes with villagers inside. It might be a captivity situation now that I think about it.
Don't think about it too hard.
Okay.
We don't need to get into the transgressions
don't.
of.
Oh. Did you hide their doors?
What? No, I would never. Also, where'd your penguin go?
I don't know. Where did my penguin go?
Did you also see what it was named?
Oh, your penguin is hanging out, circling around the top of the smeltery because that's where he wandered into.
He didn't wander
is
into
he
the smeltery,
safe?
though?
Yeah, he's safe.
Because I
yeah,
heard smeltery is kind of risky for
well,
life forms.
the smeltery is covered because I'm a responsible adult. The only thing he risks doing is dropping down maybe 3 blocks into my workshop, at which point he's mine. So
By the way, there's spiders in the workshop.
yeah, there's a lot going on.
Mhm.
It's a challenging time for everybody. Until I can get a going on, it's just going to be a struggle.
Okay.
Is that because of the
Anyway.
spawners?
Yeah, I can't get these fucking skeleton spawners to spawn wither skeletons, and it's difficult.
Okay, so it looks like I also looked up the stolen present thing. You can trade it with a Christmas villager for green wrapping paper.
What the fuck are you supposed to do with that?
Green we already have red wrapping paper. Oh, okay. So, Alex, I mean, fuck yeah. I don't need the heads as much as I need the drops of evil, but if you can help me set up a spawner, I'll be lit, because
I
I'm
love some drops of evil, Alex.
struggling.
I like being evil, Alex.
I can stop using ender pearls hunting fortresses, only to find silverfish spawners instead of skeleton spawners.
Oh my god, Alex, just so you know, I totally ruined Sean's.
Oh, no, you didn't, Sam.
I didn't?
It was in my inventory.
Oh, you did? Oh my god, please put it back for me.
I picked it up.
Okay.
I'll have to. The monolith of experience is in my inventory now.
Yeah, I also need to probably seal that back up. I didn't know it was there. I thought it was far enough away.
Oh, and Alex, you can get the penguins in Twilight Forest. And then I guess Manella figured out a way to name it.
What
Yeah, you-
Manello? Matt figured out a way to name it.
I
Wow.
didn't figure out a way to name it.
Then why is it named David's a bitch?
That's what I wanted to know too.
Wait,
What?
did none of you name it that?
No.
What?
Either
it's not
Lucas
even David.
or
It
it's
had to have
Matt
been
1T.
Lucas.
I don't
It
think
says
1T.
I don't think it was
with a
Lucas, so
D.
I suspect Matt 1T.
I don't think 1T would do that. Not his.
Don't
that's
you?
Not his
what I
He was
cup of
quick to
1T.
threaten me.
Not his cup of 1T.
It-
Well, that's
it
because you were
had to have
abusing me,
been
David.
Lucas.
You punched me!
Fight, fight, fight.
To protect myself.
I was behind a door!
Maybe we should all just talk about why we're actually here.
To talk about Minecraft and not play Pathfinder, apparently.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry,
oh,
Blake.
okay.
Good work. Jesse sounds
But yeah,
happy.
I think that's a good sum up.
What was that?
And then we turned in our report.
I need formulas, but it's not easy to find a concise list of formulas for magical crafting.
Oh, I mean, you can usually, depending on the item, you can buy the formula or find it.
Well, I get 4 of level 2 or lower when I take the feat, but like, I just want a list of formulas, but they're all over the place. You know
A
what I
list
mean?
of formulas? What do you mean?
Like for alchemical crafting, there's just a list of all the alchemical stuff you can make and what level they are. But with magical crafting, it's not like that.
Oh, I mean, any magical item is going to have a formula, so just find a list of magical items.
Yeah, but then there's also like
Just so you know, I have
scrolls
the
and
ability
potions.
in Roll20 to be able to roll as Ben
What? Well,
and
don't.
also as Otis. I mean, I'm not
Otis.
going to.
I think it's just
saying.
because people were viewing other people's
Yeah,
stuff.
I can also be Ben.
And Odie.
I trust all of you to
That's
at
right.
least use
Because
Ben
Ben
appropriately.
alone.
Yeah,
Ben
I'm
got
not going
separated
to.
by
I just think
babies.
it's
Oh, we
interesting.
forgot about the fetal babies.
Y'all are focused on the
formaldehyde
granular
babies.
details. I'm more interested in the outcomes, which are.
We killed the babies.
Mm-hmm.
We
We
did.
cleared out the hotel. The owner is fucked up and escaped and will be a problem for later.
We heard that there's going to
But
be a
we
bank
found out
job.
what happened to a bunch of the missing people,
Mm-hmm.
which is that they died.
Hey, Manila,
And we
you
know
have
that there's going to
little
be
bit
a
of
bank
an
heist
echo.
during the parade.
I gotta move people's sounds around because David is characteristically loud. Sam is uncharacteristically quiet. Both of you say something at your normal volume at the same time.
Hi, my
Something
name
in
is
my normal
Samantha.
volume at the same time.
You're so low, Sam. It's crazy.
I don't
I
think
don't know what to
it's
do.
not
My
even that he's
headphones
loud.
are
It's
all
just that
up.
David's voice has this gravitas that just makes you listen to it instead of anything else. Sam's really quiet though.
I don't know what to do.
Man, you should see when she tries to have a conversation.
Mic.
I hear Sam just fine.
Well, that's great for you, Julie, but we're
Yeah,
not talking
Julie.
about you right now.
Did you turn
That's
me up
right.
in Discord?
Manella, are you
You're
using a
at
headset?
200%.
Oh, now David's too quiet. I guess I could switch to the headset. That would probably help a lot of things.
But then you have to change everything you just changed back.
No, that's
Yeah, but
easy.
also then I won't hear that echo of stuff coming out of his computer and going into his microphone.
What a echo.
Well, now I don't want to switch to the headset just to spite you. So
Right?
Okay.
No, it'll help the
You should do it anyway, though.
Please.
Let me know, chat.
Hello?
Yep, that's lovely.
That is lovely.
Oh, he sounds so nice now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does?
If you weren't muted.
Yeah, Manila, you're currently muted.
Manello. Rhymes with lemon jello.
Are you still muted?
Hello again?
Yeah.
Hello.
yeah.
Hi, there
we
you
go.
are.
There
I
you
fixed
go.
it. I'm incredible. Cool. Sorry, people are bothering me.
Beat Matt.
I'm kidding.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Your
It's
friends
not,
were messaging me.
It's not
I'm
really
putting out
answering
a
my
mixtape
question.
this summer, so.
Okay, Sam, say something.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
She's still kind
On
of quiet,
SoundCloud,
but
of
that's
course
okay.
on
She
SoundCloud.
sounds a little quiet, but not too bad.
Can you just nudge your microphone closer to your mouth?
Not really.
Sam,
it's
eat the
connected to my
microphone like you eat
headphones.
potato chips.
I don't really eat potato chips.
Yeah, well, you don't really use the microphone either, so.
Oh my
He
god.
got you there.
What I'm hearing is that I should buy a professional streamer mic.
No, we should just
Or
play
you
in
should buy
person.
potato chips.
Let's all get COVID.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What if we got COVID at the Mazda year-end sales event?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
What?
Okay, so the
777.
more important points of what happened is you did clear out the hotel. You found evidence that the owner of the hotel and his employee, Hendred Pratchett and Rolso, had been basically orchestrating murders of people for serial killer-esque reasons. Atran's growing a beard as we speak. You found evidence of it. You found basically a murder ledger with a lot of the names you were looking for in it. So that's a solid job, well done. He did get away. She is dead. But you did find her journal in which she had mentioned that an old criminal contact or organization was planning a bank heist of some kind during the festival, and that they had tried to get her to help on it, but she refused.
Can I? How is this? Do I sound better?
You sound
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, actually, that's
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound a little.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
So, basically the continuation of this is, well, now you know about a bank job that someone's going to try to pull, and it's sort of your duty to figure out what's going on there, or at least to report it back.
Yeah, at least collect the money.
Unless you tell me otherwise, I'm assuming that made it into your reports, etc. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do not know of a reason we would not report that.
Okay.
Honestly, might even make it a point to go bring it up in person with the captain, so that he's 110% aware of.
Yeah. And that's. I think that's probably a good inclination.
Have Matt and I done enough fetch quests for extra inspiration points?
What? Why?
Fetch
What?
quest?
What
Was
do
it,
we fetch?
Out-of-game bribery, you would call it?
What do we bribe?
Or for hero points, I'm sorry, for hero points.
Oh, are you talking
Ooh.
about in Minecraft?
Yes.
That's a
How
different
are you
game,
enjoying
David.
the creative
God.
flight that I have orchestrated for you?
That was lovely. How are you enjoying all that stuff that you almost lost in the lava?
How's everyone enjoying the game of D&D or Pathfinder?
So yeah.
We'll
so
talk
what
about.
I'm hearing is let's play Minecraft.
I'll tell you what. I will adjudicate hero points based on how this next little section plays out. You all have about a week, and by about I mean a week, of downtime in which to recuperate from your job, rest on your laurels, get any business done you want to get done, etc. I want to hear from everybody about what they're doing. I think I know. I know that some things are going to happen that may not be what you guys are expecting necessarily, but I want you to tell me what your intentions are. Who wants to tell me first?
Me.
All right, Matt, tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna go through a montage, kind of like in Top Gun, but with big bucks, and we're gonna try to get him on the force. We're gonna train him up, get him ready.
Okay. So you're gonna get him ready for the entrance exam? Are you hitting the track with him, trying to get him to run laps?
I think he's
You say
mostly
yes?
going for an executioner position.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like to be the chair.
That's. Can you imagine?
Do we have the death penalty?
Well, we've killed a lot of people, so.
We are the
Yes,
death penalty.
we absolutely have the death
Right, but you're saying you're going to make him the execution chair. Are there state-sanctioned executions?
Oh, hard to say.
for sure.
And
100%.
who knows? The law is inscrutable. And that's all I'm going to say on that, because I don't want to weigh in whether or not there's capital punishment in this game. We're already treading risky waters.
If
Is
there's no
playing
capital
as cops.
punishment, I don't want to play. That's it. That's all we got.
If there what?
If there's
I
no
didn't hear
capital
what you-
punishment, I'm out. I'm gone.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, there's capital punishment, but only Jesse is allowed to carry it out, or only Raz.
Well,
What about Big Box?
damn.
Well, Big Box can be deputized by Raz to kill people, but
Oh my god.
That is a level up and a half right there. Only I can kill people.
Okay, yeah. So Atreon, what are some activities you do with Big Box to get him on the force?
Well, we would definitely study up on his, kind of questioning skills. His ability to talk people down who are, a little intense. So a lot of personal skills, I think, would be important because I probably feel like those have
Okay.
been neglected in his life.
Yeah, I think that might be a trouble area for him for sure.
Oh, hold on.
And then also kind of, go through and see what kind of position he would want. I think he'd also be pretty
Oh, is
good
it
at
Sunday
undercover work because he can
Valentine's?
sit there looking like a box.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Or I mean anything really.
You know
Yeah.
that exam that career services always makes you do to like, I like this, I like that, and then it gives you the careers that you're best suited for?
Oh, like a career aptitude thing?
That's exactly the name of it, yeah.
Okay.
Can mimics change form? I thought they.
They can.
Actually, I had no idea. I thought they were like born into one shape.
No, they can change form given
Man,
given
imagine
time
coming
and
out of your
concerted
mother
effort.
as a box. That poor woman.
Out of a box is a box.
Oh my God, Sam.
Out of the box. Out of the box.
You're welcome.
Where's my boba? I'm just
You
gonna check
just ordered it.
that. No, false.
That was
The
half an
order was
hour ago,
confirmed.
actually.
How do I do
We've
math?
been talking about nothing for a very long time.
Well, we're
the
talking
order was
about Big
confirmed
Box
18
in
minutes ago.
future.
I know, but we were talking about nothing for a very long time.
Well, my man BB is I think he's gonna do just fine on the force. So
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's how you spend a good amount of time this week. At least that's your intention, is just to reconnect with Big Box, who did find he good to his word. He just kind of slowly, I guess, dragged himself to the precinct and waited for you there.
That shows
Survived the poison.
Yeah.
shows gumption and
Mhm.
stamina.
It does.
mhm.
Everyone was just sort of like nervously eyeing it when you made it back, because it basically like just dragged itself through the front doors and just sat there waiting and didn't say anything to anybody, and everyone's just sort of, it's very obvious that it's a mimic because everybody watched it enter. So they all just sort of eyed it nervously, and then you entered. You got back, and it was like, actually, how the hell are you? And everyone was like, oh God, what's going on? But yeah, you start getting acquainted with him. Start working on his personal skills. Brushing up on some conflict de-escalation exercises, I guess. Kit, I think at a certain point you might become involved in this narrative. Is that fair to say?
I guess it depends on what that narrative is. I just got back. I'm sorry.
Oh well, that's it. Now you'll never know.
So the answer is yes.
No. So
Nice.
I'm more of just talking about what Atreon's week looks like.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Kit, I think you I would say maybe the day after your experience at the hotel, I think you have an unsettling dream. You are sitting in your. Where do you live? Where does Kit live? Do you have an apartment or?
I have an apartment.
Just got an apartment. Okay. You are sitting at your desk in your apartment working on your next article for the paper.
Mhm.
And you feel a presence behind you, and you turn around to find a man who is just sort of standing there staring at you, wearing a blank white mask. You don't, and this is a dream, so dream logic applies, but you don't
Yeah.
feel necessarily like unsettled. It feels like a familiar presence. And as you turn around and look at him, he reaches behind his back and pulls out like a large thick leather bound book. Not the murder book from the hotel. Don't don't think it's that. But he
Don't get it
he
twisted.
pulls out like this big leather bound book, and he opens it up, and there's like writing on the pages, but you can't really make it out. And as you watch, it starts to sort of glow and like reflect on your face. And when you look up at him, the man's mask has changed from white to black, and he closes the book and like leaves it on a table and just disappears, and then you wake up. And you interpret this dream to be some sort of message from your god Nethys, since the white and black mask is his symbol. And I think it gives you something of the impression that you need to delve more into what he teaches and believes, and that you get the impression that you have been looking at things the wrong way, or that you have been focused on the wrong thing, and you get that impression because his mask changed in the middle of the dream.
Love it.
What does that inspire you to do?
It inspires me to go more, learn the interworkings of magic.
Okay.
I wish to go delve deep into that.
And how are you doing that?
Well, maybe Atreon would like to tutor me.
I can tutor. I actually just increased my lore academia skill, so.
Ooh,
All right.
so perfect.
So I think Atreon, Kit's coming to find you and Big Box to ask you for this. What are you guys doing at the moment?
We'd probably be doing like an obstacle course, be trying to help Big Box get over the wall.
So in my brain, you're like running up the bleachers, and it's like
Yeah, the
Eye of
Rocky
Tiger,
shit.
yeah.
And Big Box is just sitting at the bottom.
Just sitting there watching.
No.
Okay. Do you guys want to role play a little bit? Talk to each other in character?
Role play.
I know. A
In
terrifying
this
foreign
game,
concept.
Pathfinder? No.
Ham it up,
Outside
guys.
of the
This is for the
bedroom?
hero points.
Okay. Hey, Atreon.
Fuck yeah, good start.
Convincing performance.
Kit.
Come down.
What's up? What's going on?
So I had this dream. It's wild. God came to me, and I think I need to take a different direction with my life. I need to learn more magic.
Oh, magic. Oh, okay, yeah. So,
And I need your help.
yeah, I could definitely help with that. Actually, I was just doing some research, and I've kind of brushed up on my own skills. I've got some good starter books, I think, that could help you out. You maybe read through those, get a little bit of knowledge there.
Awesome. And then I'll come back, and you'll teach me hands-on.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. So you.
Wait, do you want to know specific spells, or what am I?
No, not yet.
No, I don't want to know how to do magic. I just want to learn about it.
I don't want to know how to do anything. No, but that was not my end goal. Nothing specific.
Just arcana
not
knowledge.
yet.
Cool. Why don't
I'd like to just, in case it got forgotten, since it was forgotten when we first started all this stuff, maybe we should bring back Otis too.
Oh yeah, Otis is dead.
Maybe that's part of your week.
I think maybe that's why Adrian's so focused on other people right now, because he's trying to forget how lonely he is for the next week.
No. Oh,
If I just keep myself
man.
busy.
Yeah. Throw yourself into work.
Excuse me. Okay. So what?
Yawn.
Oh yeah, thanks. Atron, why don't you give me a lore academia check like you said you had, and well, do that first.
Oh, he called my bluff. No, I'm just kidding.
19. Okay. And Kit,
Wow,
why don't you
that's
give
actually
me?
really bad.
Kit, do you have the Arcana skill yet?
Yeah.
Yep. Why don't you roll that for me? Holy
Ooh.
shit!
I
Kit,
learned.
Damn.
Kit's a goddamn prodigy.
You really absorbed those books, huh?
Surpassing
yeah.
the master.
Yeah, I think you. I think
I
you
feel
like memorize these books
That's her shit, man.
from cover to cover. You come back and you're like, all right, I'm all up to date on magic
I'm
theory.
ready.
What's up? Did you
It's
get?
not called Cliff Notes in this world. It's called Kit Notes.
It's yeah. It's just it's kit notes. You start a little business of just abridging things for people. Kit, did
Amazing.
your spells change at all? Or no?
Yeah.
They did?
Well, not really. No. There's only a few things, but I kept mostly just the same
Okay.
stuff. My focus spell changed.
Okay. To what?
Magic's Vessel.
Magic's Vessel.
That sounds
That's neat.
dangerous.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Let me check one thing really fast. This is the hold music.
Pretty catchy. I like it.
Thanks.
I also have like Minecraft in the background, like the loading screen, so I hear like the loading screen music.
Incredible.
It's great.
I think this will work. Let's see. These are focus balls. I don't want those. I want these. Thank you. Yeah, okay,
Oh.
perfect. What?
And then I forgot, I can also, Jesse might be able to help me explain this a little bit better. I can also choose spells of my god.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah, no, that, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nethys has
Yeah.
you essentially get to prepare spells that aren't in the divine casting list. And Nethys
Okay, that was
has
going to be
a bunch of
sort
them.
of my question.
But it's basically
Where
one
does
for
that-
different levels. It's
Yeah, hang on.
It's impossible to find because when you search it, it just brings up Nethys, the
Yeah,
site.
I see that.
Yeah, I screenshotted them if you want me to send it to you.
That would be super helpful.
Yeah. I really
Sorry,
like
everybody
it
who
'cause,
isn't Kit right now.
Since Nethys is the god of magic, clerics of Nethys get a lot more of those spells. Like normally you only get 3 or something, but they get one every caster level. It's really cool.
Oh, it's this
And-
specific the devotee list. It's like magic missile, magic mouth, levitate, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm. So you
Okay.
can prepare those as a cleric when you normally could not. 'Cause
Okay.
they are
In that vein, Kit, sort of similar to how you can get those, even though you usually wouldn't be able to, because
Mhm.
you had Atreon as your teacher and you really took off with your studies. I think you are gonna be able to add his signature spell to your list as well. So you can go ahead and take Electric Arc if you want it.
Nice.
Because
Yay.
you learned from the master how to blow shit up with electricity.
You just
That's
keep doing
all
this.
3 of our
Their
casters
bodies
That's
now
very
just use electric
cool.
arc.
I'm
Now,
looking
is
forward.
that, it'd have to be a prepared thing.
Yeah, so
I'm
just
assuming.
like you would prepare a cantrip, you can just
Yeah.
add electric arc to your options.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the day when everybody in the party knows how to cast electric arc, so you guys can just
I have it.
blap everything down. Who is that? Sam has it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
We're
could have
halfway
taken
there.
it. I chose not to.
Okay. Let me plug my phone in because it's gonna die. After that, Blake, what do you think you're up to this week? And you can talk even though I'm not there because I have my headset.
Blake is concerned about the upcoming bank heist and has been scoping out the bank and possible escape routes and places that the quote unquote bad guys could use to try to get away and try to intercept. However, they're trying to do this using that mastermind quirk. Lots of building climbing, if that wasn't clear.
So I like that. I like that initiative. There is one hiccup there, and that is that you do not know what bank is being targeted. all the note said was that there was going to be a bank job, but you're not aware of which one it is.
How many banks are there?
Well, it's a pretty big city. There's Bank of America, Chase.
What's in America?
Yeah, it's Bank of Galarian,
Hmm.
Chase Bank,
Chase your enemies, bank.
spells Fargo.
The Sun Trust. Yeah.
But
I mean,
that
it's a full week.
what's that?
So it's a full week, you said, right? So
Mhm.
I feel like at least
Maybe you could
come up
even figure out which one's the best bank or the
Yeah.
easiest.
So the Allo is actually on that. He's insofar as he's doing the research to chase down like what banks are likely targets.
Okay.
I think. What do you think that Blake would help him out with that and sort of spend the week?
100%.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way that they would spend their week then. Okay. So yeah, Allo basically he sits down with Blake and has hands
Task
on like a list
force.
of yeah. It's just like you guys hanging out. You've got a list of just banks in the city, and you're basically like eliminating suspected targets and kind of like
Mhm.
highlighting like maybe it's this one for these reasons, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna remember that and just sort of make a note that you have researched these banks before. I think that'll help when
Yeah,
you
because
get.
that's the racket I think that Blake has as the mastermind. So I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
that would be good use.
Oh yeah,
of it.
perfect. Okay, cool, awesome. I like that. Who have we done? We did Kit, we did Atreon, we did Blake, we got Ben, we got Fumbus, and we have Raz. Raz, tell me what you're up to. You're crafting.
Crafting.
Cool. What's Raz
Nope.
crafting?
Just go next.
You'll go
I'm
next.
also gonna
No,
be
no,
off
no.
camera,
I'll go
but I'm here
last.
listening.
Okay.
I'm gonna go last.
What?
There's a lot to crafting, so.
Okay. All right. You'll go last. Okay. Ben, how are you spending your week?
All right. So Ben does file his report about Fumbus and Atreon and the murderous farmer they let go in the direction of injured comrades. I've sent you that. It is fairly scathing. He's also looking at the banks. He knew he didn't know which bank it was, so while paying homage to his god, he's going to various taverns near the banks and making contacts with bank employees. Just once, if we have any sign that we know which bank it is, so he'll have someone he can go ask about that bank.
Mm-hmm.
While working with his god, he of course gets the benefits of drinking, which is increased dexterity and better constitution, and a little more strength, as one does when one goes drinking.
Okay.
He also went looking a little bit of shopping. One, he's looking for some kind of apology gift for Kit, as he still feels bad and maybe even a little traumatized about the whole knife to the throat situation that went wrong. And then also having nearly died a few times in that hotel, any kind of boost he can get for his own armor, some kind of enchantment or enchanted half plate, or some kind of enchanted buckler, something along those lines.
Okay, this is a busy week. This is a lot of things to do in a week. Okay, so I think at least 2 of these things sound like shopping. So let's go shopping. What kind of apology gift are you thinking for Kit? What does Kit like that you think she would enjoy as a gift?
Ben has no idea what Kit likes. He's never really gotten to know his comrades that well.
Cool.
So he's gonna take some shots in the dark.
All right.
Bum.
What does Ben think Kit likes?
Maybe some kind of anti-poison necklace?
Okay. Anti-poison necklace. Let me Google the old. Let me Google those keywords.
If that's unlikely to be found, maybe even just a necklace that carries anti-venom. At one-time use anti-venom.
Okay. No,
Like
give me a second.
little
I want
capsule
to
necklace.
see if you can find something like that. What about an anti-poison necklace makes you think, Kit?
We've been encountering some subterranean poisonous things lately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
And necklace. Maybe Kit likes necklaces that have practicality. Who
No
knows?
one's criticizing this. I'm just asking.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. What is this? Oh goodness, no. My volume is up really high on my end, so sorry. That's a fun little item that doesn't exist. These are all too high level. Okay, so Ben, you're basically going shopping, and I'm gonna need to hunt down some items for you. The other thing you're looking for, I think you said, was a crafting or enchantment for your armor. You said.
Yeah, either already enchanted armor or something that can be applied to my existing stuff.
Okay. So that one I know. In that case, you would be looking for an armor potency rune. That's gonna run you 160 gold.
That's a lot.
It's.
I don't
+1
believe
AC.
Ben would feel right taking that much out of the party loot. Huh. How much would he get selling off the +1 mace and the tower shield and the set of plate mail? Could he get a discount with that? Or actually, can any of this come from the 75 gold discount we have at that armor?
No. Only because that armor does not make magical runes. He's not a mage. He's a blacksmith. Yep. But I mean, selling the existing stuff will get you some money. Yes. I'm gonna keep looking for an item while I talk to. One sec. I'm gonna keep looking for an item for you while I talk to Fumbus for a little bit. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, Fumbus, tell me about how you're spending your week. You think?
Yeah. So Fumbus goes on an emotional and physical roller coaster of addiction, and also reaches out to some of his friends from his old church, essentially. So let me pull up.
I think if I could make a small change,
yes,
I think they're probably going to reach out to you.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so Fumbus is going to hang out with some other followers of Nocticula and essentially go to Fumbus rehab for the second half of the week.
Okay.
He's taking it a day at a time.
Where's Fumbus staying at the moment?
Fumbus usually lives in the like detective housing thing.
Yeah,
barracks.
But he's going to stay probably with a friend from the church and the rehab center, just to keep himself accountable.
Okay. So I think at the beginning of the week you're probably at the precinct still. Yeah. And I think you're off duty when a visitor comes to like see you. They ask for you at the desk, and some deputy comes and is like, Fumbus, there's someone here for you. Are you at this point still like coming down, or did you like I guess my question is, did you decide that you were going to quit these drugs cold turkey because you felt like it was time, or are you maybe still in the throes of whatever's going on with
Still
you?
in the throes at the beginning,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So we'll say you managed to get your hands on some more Grolna, and you might be kind of coming down at the moment. When at your door is a man that you have known for probably, I think, a few years now, or maybe at least like a year or so, given the timeline. You know his name to be Reed. He is a proper priest of Nocticula, who's, he basically led the congregation, or who's a member of the congregation back when you were sort of actively attending mass.
Perfect.
And I think he comes in, and you can see that he enters the door, and you can see that there's someone with him behind him, but they don't come through. And he sort of walks in. I guess, how do you greet him, or do you greet him?
I would probably immediately know that he was there because of somehow knowing that I was falling back into old habits. So my first reaction would probably be shame, and just kind of like being sad that he was seeing me like this. So it would probably be a very a bittersweet reunion.
Okay. And I think he would kind of come in and just sort of, without necessarily like accusing you of anything, I think he would just say, like, long time. I feel like I haven't seen you at worship in, well, since the festival started, at least.
I've just been working hard, just working.
Yeah, no, and hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with, honest work. I think you're doing a good thing here. I hope you're not neglecting yourself, Fumbus. We all care about you, and we miss seeing you around.
I could probably use some time back in the church, if I'm being completely honest.
Hey, well, you know when and where to find us, and you do. First of all, you know where the church is, and you know that they always meet at midnight. Um, he says, I know that this job is stressful for a lot of people, and from what I read in the paper, it sounds like you had a pretty harrowing experience. If just a few days ago, it would be understandable if you were shaken. And I want you to know that whatever you're dealing with, you are always welcome to come to us, and you know that we're always there to help you. If not for me, then maybe for the other people you care about. I actually, I don't know if you know that you sent a convert our way.
Who?
He gestures towards the door, and a man comes in who, he looks familiar, but you can't quite place him. He's sort of thin. He's a thin-ish looking, kind of lanky elf, who, it takes you a minute to look at him and kind of like see who he is, because the last time you saw him, he was a mess. And this time his eyes are sort of clearer. He's kind of cleaned up a bit, and he looks nervous, which is not how you saw him before. And it's Lomo, and he just sort of like waves awkwardly, and he says, like, it sounds, it sounds a little crazy. Just after the other night, I was looking around for, just trying to find you again. You seemed like a nice person. I was asking her about this bird who liked to party, and I kept asking the right people, and eventually I found my way to Reed, who said he may have known you. Hi, how's it going?
All right, I start crying. Fumbus just starts breaking down.
Okay,
Birds can't cry.
and you get, hey, this
Fumbus.
bird can cry. I think you get a hug from whoever you want to hug you.
Life. Oh my god, this is beautiful.
And it's just sort of a sweet moment. I think we move away from there. I am struggling to find a necklace. First of all, I'm struggling to find a necklace at all. But I know that there is I know that there's an item in 5e, but apparently it's not in Pathfinder. Because I can't find it. So I'm trying to think of what else you might find. Ben. What are you selling? Selling off is my question, I guess. You're muted.
One moment. Looking that back up, switching back to that tab. The tower shield, the set of plate mail, the long spear, the set of scale mail, and maybe like 4 of those 8 sets of leather armor we have.
Okay, do it again, but slowly. Tower shield, plate mail.
We have a set of plate mail, selling that.
Okay.
Scale mail.
Okay.
4 sets of leather armor.
Okay.
Long spear.
Hang on. Bins. Okay.
Great pick.
The great pick from.
It's in the party loot. We have 1 great pick.
I'm pretty sure that was magical.
We took the +1 rune off that and put
Okay.
it on my axe.
Okay.
Speaking of, I think we have a +1 mace.
Do
So
you?
could that rune just be moved?
Not
Or
to
is
the
that an
weapons or
attack rune?
armor.
Right. Gotcha. Alright, so with those, how much off the price does that bring it?
Let's see. If you sell all of that, you're gonna get 45 gold.
And it cost 140, right?
160.
160. Alright, well, we found a sack of 100 gold pieces and 20 gold in the desk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll make the big purchase, and I'll just be good about making sure we're collecting gold from criminals in the future.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that is coming out of the party fund?
The sack of 100 gold pieces.
You're taking 100 gold pieces out of the party fund?
Yep.
Do you want to check in with your comrades on that, or?
They're all. I can't find any of them. Like 2 people went. Kit and Atron went training. We haven't heard from them in like days. Blake went
I think
climbing.
they're
the
training
bag of
around
holding,
the
though.
precincts. You could ask.
Yeah.
Alright.
I also
Yeah,
have
I'm
the
gonna step
cash.
in here. Are you the one who's holding all of the party loot at all times? Is that why?
No, I think,
No,
I think
Atron
Matt
has a
has
lot
it.
of it, but like the corpse ward pendant and the 20 gold from the desk, I know I had those.
Okay, so how are
Matt's
you getting
holding
this
a lot of
100
that.
gold without talking to anybody?
All right, I don't know how does Fumbus get money for drugs.
Fumbus sells Fumbus's body for drugs.
The one time we made Fumbus buy drugs, Fumbus paid for it with Fumbus's money.
And
No,
party
wait.
loot money.
I did take some, but no one
Oh.
knew that.
Right, but you still had to get it from the party loot somehow, which I think is in the sack of holding that Atreon has.
We didn't talk about it when that happened, but
Right,
yeah, I
I know.
somehow got
That's what I'm
the
saying.
money.
Like I know, so I guess I would need to talk
Sorry,
to Atreon
Bob is
then.
here.
Come find me.
Okay, so I come mid montage.
Well, you can't break up a montage.
I can be part of the montage.
All right.
You don't
I'll
break
allow
the
it.
montage, you join the montage.
Hey, guy, what's up? What do you need?
Hey, so you know how some of those stuff that we found in the hotel, various stuff that the owners are dead, so we brought into our inventory.
Yeah.
Well, after more than a few near-death experiences in that hotel, given I'm usually on the front line and stuff, I'm looking to boost up my armor, bring up my own class, just making sure that I can continue being the punching bag, if you will. It is looking like it's going to be expensive, but I can get a nice little enchantment put on my armor. Would cost probably that 100 gold sack that we found, though.
And how much gold overall do we have in our party fund?
If you don't count that 100, then we have 45 gold from the liquor, and 127 gold we just had. And then we still have that 75 gold worth of goods from the blacksmith.
All right,
And that's
I'd
not
say,
counting the 100 sack.
I mean, Kit's here, right? So if Kit also approves, I'd say that would be fine. It's gonna help
I'd
the
say
party overall.
I'd say as long as there is enough to, maybe it's time to dole out some for people to keep on themselves. So maybe when we catch up with each other, that's something that we could do.
I know we did
just
that
dole out a
somewhat
little
where
bit.
we're all holding 10 gold, I think.
I think we were, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like do it
Yeah.
again. Like since we've accumulated so much, and then also maybe you could talk to our lieutenant or sergeant and see if maybe there's something that they could do as well to help alleviate the costs, or just like a payment. Or I also don't have any issues as long as there's enough to still
This would definitely be more than my one
be around.
fifth share.
Yeah.
Sixth.
But I'm saying after that.
Yeah. After that, yeah, I'd agree. It's probably time
after
to.
that,
Yeah.
to dole some out.
People are starting to have expenses.
Yeah. So I think that would be okay. And then this might be your one-time use of it, one-time big purchase with the party loot. Let everybody have a chance
with the
to
party credit card.
get a major
Yeah.
item.
Yeah, that's the question. Is this
Yeah.
what you want to call your favor in for?
So this potency root, is it a +1 to AC? Is that what it does?
Yes. It's a +1 to AC, and it also will allow you to add property runes to your armor if you've come across any.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Property.
Okay. So with Atreon and Kit's blessing, you head back to the store, make your exchange, and you get a. I think he would probably inscribe it for you. He's not going to make you figure out how to do that yourself. He being the shop owner, I guess, who has a certain personality and name and tone of voice and descriptive adjectives about him.
Fair.
Yep. And he sort of just inscribes this rune sort of directly onto the chest plate, and you feel a little bit more protected. And he kind of like picks a pen up off the desk and chucks it at you, and you can see the magic like cast it aside.
Fancy.
So, let me
for
ask
just
now, since this was
generic
apparently an
magical jewelry
expensive
for
purchase
Kit?
for you. What?
Well, generic magic jewelry for Kit will be coming from Ben's own personal fund.
That was going to be my next question: are you still buying something for Kit?
That is still the plan. So with change from that purchase, I'd get about 5 gold back, and then Ben is carrying. 10 gold, 1 silver, 3 copper. So like 15 gold
So you have
and a little
15 gold.
change.
Okay. Let's see what you can afford for 15 gold.
And I guess I could sell off the owlbear claw. I don't need it anymore since I've got a critical specialization now.
Okay.
I don't know if that's worth anything or not.
It's worth something.
Oh yes, 3 gold.
Well, not to buy it. Or it's 3 gold to buy it. It would be 1.5 gold to sell it.
Damn economy.
Okay, so we'll say you've got 16, 17 gold.
Okay.
And you're trying to buy something nice for Kit.
Yes.
I think you'd probably would you at some point ask the shopkeeper for advice or a suggestion, or are you too much of a man for that?
I would say I'm open to suggestion. I just want something that helps keep the wearer alive more.
Well, as you know, we do sell armor potency runes. If you'd be inclined to buy one of those for your companion, I think they're.
She doesn't wear armor per se.
Couldn't describe it on clothes.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. Barring that, what's your budget look like?
About anywhere between 17 and 20 gold.
Where did you just get the other 3 gold from?
If there was something that was at the 20 threshold, I'm sure I can find stuff to sell off.
Okay.
Like we literally just carry around 4 extra short swords.
Sure.
But no, like I have my own stuff in my inventory that I could sell.
I think if
soap.
you're, I mean, here's a suggestion: if your companion's in a tight spot and he kind of pulls out an empty vial, and he says, "This might help. Take a swig of this and poof, vanish. That could probably help."
It's an invisibility potion vial.
Yes, it is. Or
How
so
much
he
does that
claims.
cost?
It may be an empty vial.
Can I do a check on that? If he's lying.
I mean, sure. Yeah, you can do a check on that to see if he's lying.
What would I roll?
Whatever you usually roll for telling if somebody's lying or not.
Oh yeah, the lie to me feat deception. I will deceive him into telling me if he's lying.
He's not lying.
Okay, and how much does it cost?
It'll be 20 gold pieces.
Okay. There's
a drug in this game called diluted hype.
Hype?
Hype.
Yo, is there like potent hype? Undiluted?
Great question.
Bottled hype. I love it.
There is. There's diluted hype, and plasma hype.
Jeez.
What?
Oh my.
A hype.
Fumbus found a new drug.
It's probably the most Fumbus drug.
Honestly.
Yep. Okay. We can continue on with Raz's stuff while I figure out where the other 3 gold's coming from my inventory.
All right, Raz, what are we making?
How much money do we have now?
How much? Well, shit. None now. Apparently.
Okay.
No, we still have 172.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang out with some of my caster friends and craft some scrolls for them.
Okay.
Roll it.
Nice.
I
What
can
what
make
scrolls
them
are we casting?
I can make them in batches
Crafting.
of 4. So Kit wanted 4 scrolls of disrupting weapons.
Okay.
And Atreon, I don't know how many scrolls you wanted of air bubble.
One for each member of the party, if possible. Not including
batches
myself.
of 4, so you're getting 4.
All right, 4 it is.
All right. So you're crafting these in batches, you said.
Yep. So a first level scroll is 4 GP, so it'll be 1632 altogether before reduction.
Okay.
And we'll see how many days this
give me a
takes.
second.
Because I might want to craft more stuff.
What's your crafting skill And proficiency is what?
Expert. I get a plus 13.
Okay. Looking for the table. Okay. And I'm gonna need my screen. Damn it. Did you all just look at my butt? Stop looking at my butt.
The whole world looked at your butt. It's gonna go up on YouTube.
That butt is
You think the whole
saved.
world is watching your stream, Jesse?
Yes.
Well,
They will be once that butt makes it live.
Yeah. Ooh, there it
that
is.
was for you guys. Okay. What are you, level 5?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting crunchy. We're getting crunchy. Here we go.
Damn, you're only making level 1 scrolls? Hell yeah, this will be easy
I can
for
only
you.
make level 1 scrolls right now.
Okay. Valid.
I mean, I guess technically I could buy the formula for higher level scrolls, but that's
Right.
the whole thing.
Wait, so do you have the formula for low level scrolls?
Yeah, when you take magical crafting, you get 4 level 2 or lower formulas.
Oh, okay.
And I took level 1 scrolls.
Cool. And you're only calling that one formula, right? Because you don't need different formulas for different scrolls. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because it's like a weird distinction. Like for certain items you do, you need like formula
not
for each
for this you
individual
wouldn't,
thing.
because
Yeah.
a scroll is a scroll is a scroll.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you're doing. It would be 4 gold is the price, 16 because you're crafting it in batches.
So are you saying? I'm sorry. Are you saying I don't need the formula for a second level scroll? Or I would for a second level scroll, not each individual spell.
Oh, that's a great question. Honestly, I don't care enough. I think I'm fine with you taking the formula for scroll and running with that.
Okay. Well, I'll keep with the first levels to not.
Yeah, I think in terms of an already incredibly crunchy system, having to buy the formula for a 3rd level scroll when you've been crafting level 1 and 2 scrolls is probably the least fun part of it. So we're gonna skip right past that part.
Crunchy system.
I'll still just do the level 1s though, for now.
Okay. What level DC are you rolling at? The higher your result, the more money you'll make.
Fuck, I can't remember.
You're an expert, which is 1 tier over what you need, so you're getting a quarter of that. You're trying to get 16 gold. If you actually do, because you'd have to do these separately, but if you hit the level 3 roll, you'd knock this out in a day for each one.
Well, nothing to it but to do it, right?
I
DC
agree.
Can't be that high. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do that.
Well, you do roll notoriously shittily, but go ahead.
Here we go.
Got him.
Hey, you did it. All right, yeah. So you spend 1 day crafting 4 scrolls of what? Disrupting weapon?
We'll do disrupting weapon first, yeah.
Cool.
And that's at
Nice.
half cost, so 16. Nope.
16, yes.
8
well, no,
gold.
half of 16 would be 8.
8, nice.
Yep.
So
that costs you 8 gold.
The next day
And then
I'm taking it out of party loot, you shits.
Do you want me to keep editing the party loot as you go?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so that was 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then my next day, we'll try to do Atrion's air bubble scrolls. I'm gonna fail this one, and we're gonna blow up.
Hey!
Nope.
Nicely done. You do even better than usual. You, I think, I think you, as part of the scroll preparing process, you have to like scribe parts of it, and then for like parts that didn't work, you like ripped them off and you put them aside. And then the next day, you came into your workstation to discover that the scraps that you had from yesterday's work were actually just arrangeable into the new scrolls. This has no mechanical effect. It's just funny that you crit.
I'm incredibly efficient. Imagine.
Mm-hmm. You had it already done, basically.
And
cool.
I want to. Can I craft one more thing? Because that was 2 days.
You have a week. This has been 2 days.
How much did that one cost?
Same amount.
8.
8 gold. All right.
And I just want to craft a crying angel pendant.
Okay, that's a talisman, right?
Yes. Is
What does that do?
if I crit fail on a medicine check, I can just fail instead. And
Ooh,
then it
I like
destroys
that.
it.
Thanks.
You affix it to armor. It's 7 gold.
So 3.5 gold to
If I do it.
get half. You can just do the level 1.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just do the level 1. Yeet! Perfect.
You did it. Well, Level 15 is the DC for level 1. Congratulations.
There we go.
That's you rolling a 2, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Good thing you did that.
Finn found the money, by the way.
Hmm?
What?
Finn found the money, by the way.
So that was
Oh,
3.5.
He sold off his crossbow, and then he sold off one of the snare kits.
Okay, cool. And you sold those for half price?
Half price.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could
Snare
craft
kits are
forever.
worth 5 gold each, turns out.
It's almost like they're probably good.
I could craft
Yeah, we have 4 of them. I don't know that we
Wait,
had any plan to
which
use
snare
them.
kit? Because
We had in the inventory 4 snare kits.
It's probably loot from something.
Please stand by.
It was high
I
up,
lied.
so I think we got it early.
I'm crafting
Oh,
more
crafting
stuff.
a snare requires a snare kit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
Alright, I'm crafting one more batch of things.
Hit me.
Oil of potency, which are 7
And you're crafting a
golds.
batch.
Yep, so 28 would be the batch.
Cool.
I don't
Do
really care how much time I take for this. I'll just take the rest of my time, so 4 days.
Okay.
I'll
Sure.
just, I guess, do the level 1.
How much?
Nice. And it'll be 14 gold.
14.
Okay, so you're gonna do it low and slow. So
Oh, my food's
that's
here.
gonna
right
get
back.
you 4.5. So you've got, sorry, it's 28 total.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's 23.5 remaining.
Okay, here we go. Boop.
Now there's 19 remaining.
Boop. Holy shit.
Now there's 14.5 remaining. You can tap out now or spend the next day doing the last 5 silver.
I will.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
You did it. All right, so it's gonna cost you 14 gold, and you get would you say 4 oil of something?
Potency.
Potency. What's that do?
And I can make a +1 striking weapon or +1 resilient armor for 1 minute.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's handy to have. All right.
And then I will give the scrolls to Kit and to Atreon respectively.
Why, thanks. This is quite the montage this is turning out to be.
Yeah. I think Kit, you get a nice basket from the rest of the precinct that just says like, "Sorry, you almost died." And there are 4 scrolls and a small empty-looking vial tucked into it, included, and there's also an edible arrangements from everybody else.
You knew what you were getting from me because I needed you there to cast the spell. So, it's like a gift that you know about. It's still nice.
So how would I put those? Would I just put them as 4 spells in my character sheet?
No,
just
they're
put 4
items that you'd put in
scrolls.
your inventory. It's just scroll of whatever, and then when you want to cast that
Gotcha.
spell, you just use the item.
It's like free spell.
If you
slots.
have like a belt or something, then you can put, I think it's 4 light items per
Yeah, you can.
pouch,
You can assume
and then you
you
don't
have
have to
access
use
to
an
these
action
scrolls,
to
probably.
root through your bag to find something. You still have to use an action to take it out and an action to use it, but if it's in your actual bag, then you have an extra action, I think, of looking for it.
And you can
Just
assume
glue
you'll have
them
these
to your
scrolls on
robe.
hand so that you won't have to root through your bag. I'm not really worried about that.
Nice.
This was a successful crafting adventure.
Yeah.
I can also make potency runes now, +1 for weapons.
And Jesse, I was not, the stuff you were crafting I didn't put in the party loot. I just took the money out, so are you tracking that?
Yeah, I gave it to everybody. I took the oils for myself, and then Atron has scrolls, and Kit has the scrolls.
Nice.
Because it needs to be on their spell list for them to cast it, so they're really the only ones that can. Or I guess Fumbus is a divine
Can
caster,
you
so
heighten
disrupting
scrolls?
weapons is
Just out of
no.
You
curiosity.
cannot heighten a scroll. No.
No.
I mean, you can. So you could make a scroll that is already heightened, but you
Yeah.
can't heighten
Gotcha.
the one that you have.
It just costs
Gotcha.
more money to make higher level scrolls.
Right. Sorry, one second.
And the max we can do right now is 3rd level scrolls. Which is probably the max caster, so doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing I got at level 5, I forgot. I'm now a very, very good improviser. Half my level goes towards any stuff I'm not trained in, so I get a +2 right now, next level +3. Once I get to level 7, I add my actual level.
Nice.
So even if I'm not trained, I get a +7 to those rolls. And I also have some other special improviser thing where I can, even if I'm not trained in something, I can do trained actions and roll for them.
Nice.
So I can make medicine
That's
checks
cool.
now.
Cool. All right.
Oh, and I'm gonna affix that talisman onto my armor, obviously.
Cool. All right. Okay. Does anybody else have stuff? All right.
No, this was
sounds
a great
good.
session.
What was the necklace again? Sorry, forgot.
Necklace? Oh, you didn't get a necklace. You got an invisibility potion.
On the chain, it's a
Okay,
necklace.
Apparently, it's on a chain. Did you pay for the chain?
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
Yes.
I'm joking. Okay. All right. On your first day back, the lieutenant and the sergeant call you all into the lieutenant's office.
Can I bother you one more time?
Absolutely. Nope. now
Begin
she's-
Do
bothering.
the dispersing.
I didn't hear anything.
Should
you
we do
said.
the dispersing of the? Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Should we do the dispersing of the party loot now, or did
Sure.
you want to wait?
That
for us to
that
get
would be a
together
great
and-
time to do it, just to get it out of the way.
So can we
Yeah.
all just take 10 or 20 or something, and then how much is left in the party loot, David? Since you already had that up.
138.5.
138.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
Why don't we take 20 each?
There's 6
Yeah,
of us.
we can take 20 each.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And
to
I'll
me.
put it down to 18.5 left in there.
20
Perfect.
gold. Alrighty.
And all this stuff that's been sold off and everything has been deleted from the party loot document
Yeah.
on Roll20.
So the random stuff we still have in there: 4 sets of leather armor, 3 short swords, 3 snare kits, 2 crossbows, 2 spears, 1 lesser healing potion, 1 scroll of shape wood, the +1 mace that we can eventually take that +1 off of, put it on something else, 1 ever burning torch, 3 vials of lesser antidote, 3 vials of knockout dram, an expanded healer's tools, which we should probably give to someone, the ring of discretion, the thing that hides if you have a weapon or armor until someone checks or you attack. Those are all still in the party loot. I'm taking corpse ward pendant out because I'm wearing it.
The scroll of wood. What was that one?
Scroll of shape wood. We got it, and it wasn't the type of magic any of us could use. But
I have now. Would trick magic item
Yes.
be useful with
Yes.
that?
so
Okay,
throw that in your
so-
inventory.
Okay, what is it called?
I have it in
again?
here just as scroll of shape wood.
And we each took 20 gold, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Also, Kat, is your camera going to be off just for stream sake?
I will be putting it back on once I have finished food.
Gotcha.
Speaking of which, I'll be right back.
In the 40 minutes it took to get here, I do not believe I could turn this blizzard upside down without anything falling anymore.
Let's try it. Try
Only
it
one
on
way to
camera,
find
though.
out, really. I need
Do
content.
not, David.
That was me showing you it's liquid, so that I should not turn it over.
Don't want it. Don't want it at all.
Please. Don't hurt me anymore.
Matt, I've been so so good about muting every time I eat, just for you.
It's the only thing I care about in this world.
Okay, so this chili is supposed to be cooked in the crock pot on high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours. So if I do high for 3 hours and low for 3 hours, that's probably fine, right?
I would
sure,
just
It's also
microwave it for
chili,
10
so
It's
like,
not
there's
going to be a
nothing
health
that's gonna.
risk. You cooked it through. You're not going to die.
It's also chili, so there's no health risk in there anyway.
Well, the beef if it's not cooked, right?
There is no beef in this chili. This
You
is
could
a,
always do high for,
Oh,
for 4
vegetarian.
hours and then put it on worm.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I already got up and changed it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
You're good.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, there's no beef in it. Drew doesn't eat red meat.
Probably healthier.
Yeah.
But if it's in chili, it's brown meat.
Good point. Good point.
Ew.
Hey, Manello,
Yes.
can I go to that blacksmith and use 5 gold to buy a sword cane?
A sword
Absolutely.
cane?
For my class fantasy?
I'm
Oh
really
my god.
I'm really sad that you didn't get the sword cane off of
I know.
the
I wanted
the
it
dude,
so bad.
since this is like a magic one with a poison reservoir in it.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get there. I'll
That's
get
why I
there.
wanted anti-poison, anti-venom. I knew someone got poisoned.
Well,
It
I'm gonna
was
take 5
Blake.
gold from goods from the blacksmith, so we have 70 left. I have a sword cane.
How's that?
So,
All right.
Wait, that mean so you could do both blunt and piercing damage?
I'm sure.
That is correct. The sheath and the sword are both weapons.
Wait, is it piercing or slashing?
It is piercing or slashing. That's correct.
Yep.
Oh, both. Okay.
Well, technically, it's only piercing.
hate that.
Does it not have versatile S?
Nope.
Huh.
It is agile, concealable, which is what I wanted, and finesse.
It makes sense. I
I
mean,
guess it's a pointy.
you're not
pokey
going to
sword.
saw at rope with a sword cane. You're going to stab someone with it.
Yeah. It's more like a rapier than anything else.
Rapiers have an edge, though.
Yeah, but they're not great at it.
I guess.
Every sword really.
It would
has
not
edge.
do the same amount of damage cutting someone as stabbing them.
All right. I'll give you that.
Wait. What? Oh, okay. Different Jacob Anderson. All right. I was sad for a second.
Why?
I'm
Did
still
one
sad.
die?
No, some dude apparently named Jacob Anderson did a sexual assault and got a $400 fine and no jail time. So people are understandably angry about it. But Jacob Anderson is also the name of the actor that played Grey Worm. So,
Oh.
but they're not the same person.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
picture him as a Jacob.
Really?
I picture him as a Grey Worm.
Hmm.
Sort of gray worm.
Cool. More like
I
a
just
Greek.
remember the end of that
Yeah.
show when he's kind of acting. He's a little kind of acting like a little bitch. Right at the very end with him and John.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. He and John never met.
Yep.
Also, it's a shame that show ended right before the last season. It's a shame that they just
Such
never
a
got
shame.
to make
Such
it.
a shame.
Okay.
That D&D died before it could come out.
Anyone else? Anyone else doing things? Is everything done, or are we ready to move on?
I'm ready.
All right.
Got my sword
Yeah.
cane.
Actually, okay, this is gonna be a weird request. So I don't want a sword cane, but can I get a cane that I can store scrolls in?
A scroll cane, if you will.
So a rain stick.
Scroll cane.
Probably.
Say a rain stick?
A
I
rain
mean-
stick staff.
A scroll case is I think a thing. And I don't see why you couldn't shape it like a sword, like a cane.
Oh, let me do it. Let me do it, Atron. I'll create you the most
For my
incredible
armor, where do
scroll
I put
cane.
that +1?
I'm okay with that.
The item bonus, or hang on, don't do anything. Then inventory, no. Character, yes. Armor. Yeah, I guess it's from the item bonus. So
Yeah,
put
I
that
would say
there.
item bonus.
Okay. What was happening?
Scroll cane.
Yeah, scroll cane. Do it.
You want me to roll a crafting?
I don't know that you necessarily have to do that. There's an item that you might actually be interested in. The scroll case of simplicity. It's a scroll case, obviously, that contains a single scroll of a first level spell. But as an action, you can activate it and transfer the scroll's energy into the case, consuming the scroll, and you can immediately begin casting one of its spells. You can use any action other than cast a spell from the scroll case after using it. The
I'm
scroll and
confused.
its energy are lost. Yeah, no, wait, now I'm confused. Why would you want to do
Yeah,
that?
I don't see its
Overdraw that.
purpose.
So you cast with the case instead of pulling out the scroll and using the scroll?
Okay, so the case can cast specific spells, and you can fuel it by giving it a scroll of any spell.
Oh, I see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Eh,
Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just have a scroll cane. I'm good with that. I don't.
that's awesome.
Like a portable little library?
Just like,
No.
it pulls out and there's like little scrolls rolled up on there, like those cool pencils you had in school that some kids used to cheat on tests.
Had the
No idea what
periodic
you're
table
talking
ready
about.
for you? Yup.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, me either. Wink.
No, I don't. I don't know. I cheated on tests by looking at the paper next to me.
So old fashioned.
the
Yeah,
classic.
what can I say? Okay. Wait. Hang on. Did I see that right? Well, I don't know, because now it's gone. Facebook, you're the worst.
Fact. Yes, Sam, you have a question?
Oh,
I have a question, Sam. What's for dinner?
that pork curry thing.
Pork curry, yeah. All right.
Oh.
Little pork curry.
Giuliani has COVID.
Who?
According to a tweet from the president. So,
Ah.
who knows?
Oh.
Anyway, okay. So, you guys are called into the lieutenant's office. The 6 of you are all in there, as well as Sergeant Allo, who is sort of standing at attention. And the lieutenant sitting at his desk, chewing a cigar like he always does. And he says, first things first, allow me to go ahead and give credit where credit is due. You did better than I expected. Closed down a murder hotel, found evidence of an impending bank robbery. It's good police work. I'm half inclined to believe that you might actually earn the Edgewatch some of the respect it deserves, maybe even a promotion, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So take a minute, pat yourselves on the back, feel good about yourselves before we have to get back to work. All right, now that that's done, Officer Batar, and he turns to Ben. He says, "Do you have your homework?"
Am I what?
Your homework? The homework that's due today? I ask because I just assume you think that I'm a school teacher.
Oh shit!
That is why you're
Permission to
just
speak-
paddling on your
permission to
fellow
speak
officer's
freely,
team,
sir.
correct? Because you think that I'm a school teacher of some kind?
I'm sorry. I thought the watch, was run. Nope. Gonna hold off on speaking there.
Yep, good call. And he pulls out a report off of his desk and he reads off of it. And he says, Officers Atreon and Fumbus knowingly allowed a strange man who they knew assaulted officers Ben and Kit, murdered one of our prime suspects, and based on evidence they had been informed of only minutes before, likely murdered many others due to buckets of blood in his room, and likely was involved in goings-on at the hotel, and was absolutely a material witness, and let him go when there are no other combatants in the room, even letting him head in the direction of two other officers who had no warning the murderer was headed their way, Officers Blake and Raz. For starters, we're going to ignore the fact that this report, so-called, is one long run-on sentence. Although I do expect you to introduce some punctuation into your reports in the future.
Oh
The people in this room
Sir.
are your teammates.
That is.
And they are the people whom your lives depend on.
That's actually why I was bringing this to your attention, sir, because I wanted to make sure that they were not put in positions of leadership.
Oh my god.
I understand that
Noted.
we are.
I'm sorry, are
prep
you
for
in
people.
a position of leadership?
Not at all, but the last time we had a mission, one person from the team was put as leader. And I would have serious concerns following the commands that I would not be able to follow their commands because I don't trust that they would be watch level.
He sort of holds up a hand to stop you. And he says, listen, I can understand the growing pains of being on a squad with people whose operating procedures you don't necessarily agree with. I absolutely understand that. I'll grant it to you. If Officers Atreon or Fumbus were negligent or perhaps lacking in due caution in your dealings with them, that's something that I would appreciate you taking up with them directly. If you feel that you can no longer work with them, and I mean this genuinely, this isn't a trap, this isn't me giving you a noose to hang yourself with.
Sounds
If
like
you
a
feel
trap.
that you need to be transferred to another squad, approach me, say so. We will make that happen. Short of that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about your little disputes. I don't want to hear about you disagreeing about how people are running things. I don't want to hear about he or she should have done this or I would have done it differently. I do not care. All I care about is at the end of the day, there is less crime out there in those streets than there was at the beginning of the day. Am I clear?
Yes.
Wonderful. That being said, would you care to be transferred to another squad?
Not at this time.
Wonderful. Getting on with it then. Sergeant Allo, myself, and Officer Blake followed up on your lead with some other agents. And we reckon that this bank robbery is set to take place somewhere during the Radiant Parade, as indicated in the note. And we've narrowed it down to 3 potential targets: Orvington Money Changers, the Penny and Sphinx Trust, and Stone Sworn Savings and Loan. I've got a bunch of files for you, so I'm going to hand them to you. You're going to read them and hit the streets, starting with those banks. Any leads you follow up after there are up to you, but I will insist that you start with the banks themselves. Please do not bother me with this unless it is to tell me that you have done a wonderful job and that you have stopped the bank robbery. Are we clear?
Yes.
I said, are
Yes,
we clear,
sir.
officers?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, wonderful. Sergeant
Yeah,
Otto
Can I
will
get
put
those
the lead on
3
this.
names again?
Dismissed. What?
Could I get those 3 names again? Stonewarn, Penny,
Yeah,
something.
I'll put them in chat.
Also, would any of those 3 be ones that I tried to make contacts at?
I running with hang on.
Money changers.
Can I take that
And-
expanded healing kit, friends? I like the vials.
I like when you heal people. You have it.
Yeah, I like it
I
too. It
agree.
feels good on my body.
All right, I'm gonna take that one. They're shiny.
Okay. So Ben, you had a lot going on that week. I think
Okay.
since Blake was following up on the leads, I kept you at the shopping side of it.
Okay.
Just because in 7 days minus however long it took you to shop, it wasn't a lot of time for you to ingratiate yourself with anybody, especially since you didn't know specifically what bank you were looking at.
Sounds good.
Is that fair to say? Okay, cool.
Did
Okay.
Blake go to any of these locations?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
where they got these.
I don't think in person. I think Blake, you would be familiar with like addresses, maybe a little bit of the background about the banks themselves, as well as if there were maybe like publicly available either schematics or just details about them. I think you might be brushed up on that a bit. I'm gonna handle that by if it becomes relevant for a role, I'm gonna give you a bonus on it. Because it's not like you're like intimately available, and it's not like you're intimately familiar with these places, but you are, passingly so. You've done a little bit of research, and it might come into play. Okay, cool. Oh, look at this kitty. Oh, you're so asleep.
Kitty.
He's so cute. You clawed the shit out of my hand yesterday, and we weren't friends all day.
Oh
But
my.
today, I have forgiven you. He's really very cute, but also ouchy.
Ooh.
Yeah, he really got me. Anyway. So you've got basic files on these 3 different banks, as well as a couple of. Hang on. Why? Oh, okay. So there are basically 6 leads. 3 of them are actual banks, and that's where you've been instructed to start with, as well as three more just sort of leads involving the parade or reports that came in about it, since the robbery, it seems like, is going to take place. Excuse me for burping so much from all of my boba. It seems like the robbery is going to take place during the parade, so that you've also got 3 leads on those as well. So what are you guys gonna get up to? Oh, here, let me give you text of the files, I guess. It's not really specific text.
This is my favorite song.
Thank you. I'm just making sure that none of these are sensitive information before I just copy and paste it wholesale so you've got it.
Wholesale sensitive information.
Wholesale.
Wholesale.
Go to this sensitive information store. Buy some for wholesale.
Where is the store? Asking for a friend?
Costco.
They have good pizza.
Ah, damn, they do have good pizza. Why would you say that?
Who, Costco?
Yeah, Costco pizza is amazing.
Don't they lose money on it?
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's
they
so
do.
cheap.
Costco and Sam's Club.
They also probably lose money on most of their food.
But
You know
the point
who really
is they
gains,
keep you
though?
in there shopping longer, and that makes them money.
It's true.
Joke's on them, I go there just for the pizza and the
A
Matt,
Coke.
$1.50 for a
was it
foot-long
us
hot dog
who
and a
gained
drink. Oof.
weight?
Well, that just means that you're paying for the membership to Costco and not even using it to shop.
Yes,
I
it was
don't
us who
actually have a
gained
membership
weight.
to
I don't
Costco.
understand the
It's just a
question.
hilarious joke.
Oh, you said, but do you know who does gain?
Oh. No,
Us.
yeah, we
From
did
eating the
gain
pizza.
weight, yeah. I'm fat.
I don't know. You look pretty buff in that picture.
Thank you.
When did you grow your hair out?
I recently got it cut, but this is an old stylized picture. Took some liberties with a couple things, you know.
Yeah, as you do.
Somehow I kind of look like a weird child drawing of Jesus. I don't.
Yeah, it does look very Jesus-like.
To be fair, I think you look like a weird child drawing of Jesus in real life. So.
Aw,
Yeah, I can see that.
thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right, hey.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't think.
I don't hate you.
Oh,
Oh.
wait. He's
How
giving me a lot of comp
nice.
salts, so I'm not sure how to take them.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
I'll miss you.
Yeah. Can we take a quick break? Because I
We
kind of want to
absolutely
make
can take
some
a quick
tea.
break while I get some notes together.
Sam has to pee. What a shocker.
No, I want to make tea.
Yeah, but I
But I
bet you also
also
have to pee.
I'm gonna-
To feed
I'm gonna-
dogs.
Oh yeah, we also have to feed our dog.
Man, coming back from Vero, we had to stop 3 times for Sam to pee.
It was twice. It was only
That
twice.
sounds like still too many times.
It
Yeah,
was
right?
excessive. Yes.
Once is
Isn't
too
Vero
many
like an
times.
hour away?
Yes, thank you, David.
No,
it is. And
it's
she
like
went
2
before we
hours.
left.
It's 2 hours.
It's not 2 hours, it's an hour and a
I
half.
had a
not
lot
the
of
fact.
coffee. I had a lot of water. I
I
drink
wish
a lot
I
of
peed
liquid.
every 2 hours. Oh my god. I'm a
What?
mess.
Why?
I'm a disaster.
No, you're
Hydration
not,
wise,
buddy.
it's bad.
Well, maybe you just have 2 bladders.
Okay, I'll be back.
No, that'd make you pee faster. I know.
No,
for a
no,
fact.
no, 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 no. So my music teacher's father-in-law got to be like the age of 70, and then they did an X-ray and found out he had 2
bladder.
bladders, and it explained so much because he like never went, but when he did go, he'd go for a while.
I know somebody personally close to me who I probably shouldn't say just because we're on stream and I'm going to be nice to family, who has 1 extra kidney, so 3 kidneys, and they have to pee a lot.
Well, yeah, it's filtering all the time, right?
Yeah, more filtering versus more space to hold it, I guess.
Yup, that makes sense. Get rid of the poison! Get rid of the poison!
What's happening?
We're getting rid of the poison, Jesse.
Ah, yes.
I'd like to think that as we came out of the office, I looked at Fumbus, and then I looked at Atreon and said, I expect better of you. But
Oh my
only
God.
to Atreon.
Damn, read a room.
We have this +1 mace. We should really transfer that rune somewhere.
Yeah, well, I'd like
We
to
don't have that
transfer
anymore.
it.
We keep offering, but nobody wants a +1
You
on
don't
their
have
weapon.
that anymore.
We have
Oh,
a
really?
+1 mace. We didn't sell it.
You just sold it.
No, we sold the Great Pick.
I would
Part
like
of
to
you got
transfer it to the
40
back of
something
Ben's
gold
head.
off because you sold a bunch of stuff, including the mace.
I thought that was mostly like plate mail and scale mail.
And the
Long
+1
spear.
mace, for sure.
+1 mace only got us 40 gold with all the armor.
You gave away a +1 mace?
Not knowingly, I
Son
wasn't
of
including
a
that as
bitch.
one of the things I was
You
selling.
are the one who read it out to me and said, add this.
You asked me specifically what I was selling, and
Roll
I
the
gave you a
stream
list
back.
of them.
Roll the fucking stream back, I swear to God.
I'm gonna look over at Ben and say I expected better of you.
Like you notice how you notice how I removed everything we sold, and I didn't remove the +1 mace.
Remove the +1. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you,
Son of a
David?
bitch.
David.
Damn.
Ew, David, my +1 mace. David.
What are you doing, step bro?
I feel like it's something from Letterkenny.
Oh God, it's good every time.
Every time. Every single time.
My stream is just gonna become a morning
Oh,
radio
Jesse,
show.
can you end the stream and then start it again?
No, I cannot.
Impossible.
Physically impossible. It's in my contract that I can't do that.
Yeah. He did sign it in blood. We ran out of ink.
Oh. No, I do have an actual contract with Twitch though.
Oh, really? You had to sign something electronically?
Mhm.
Because that's how everything is done.
Yeah. 'Cause technically, I am a contractor on their platform.
Ah.
So, like, I can't put up my streams for 24 hours on another platform. Stuff like that. I can't multi-stream. I can stream on other platforms, just not multi-streaming. Stuff like that.
Any content you make through Twitch has to be on Twitch exclusively for some amount of time.
Yeah, it's only 24 hours, so.
Okay, well, how can we scroll back? Rewind, if you will.
Oh, feels like it's God's word.
God's
Yeah, I
word.
was gonna say
And
we
God-
don't really have to scroll back. It's what I say.
God's word is law. And that's definitely worth a hero point for me.
Yeah, you jerk off
Assume.
God, you get a hero point.
Oh, I forgot to
Correct.
mention that Atreon did get a hero point for teaching Kit so good that she crit.
Yeah, I did do a pretty good
Bruh.
job, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
No big
Wait,
deal.
but Kit doesn't get it for critting.
Kit got a spell.
Bruh.
Kit got a whole ass spell added to her list.
No.
I
No,
like that, bruh. I like that, bruh.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
hang on.
I'm gonna edit this this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this +1 mace. There it goes.
oof, that hurts, man. I was really hoping to get my scroll case cane a +1, you know? That way when
Well,
I
luckily,
beat
I can
ruffians with
now-
it.
I can just make +1 runes.
Oh, well, shit. Aren't you Mr. Fancy Pantsy McGancy?
Like all +1 runes, like even armor
No,
runes.
I cannot do resiliency, just +1
Ooh,
potency.
Jesse, can I borrow your cane real quick? Trust me.
Sure.
Thank
My
you.
name is Raz. I don't know who Jesse
Oh, I'm
is.
sorry. Raz, can I borrow your cane? Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
you
gonna make
can.
it Raz so that if anyone tries to take your cane from you, it will cost them dearly.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm going to cast Glyph of Warding and put heat metal on a glyph that will be on your cane. And then anyone who picks up the cane and does not say, "Good morning, cane," will immediately have the effects of heat metal on them.
So two
like
issues there. Two issues there. First issue is what if Raz forgets?
Raz
Then that's
will,
on Raz, and he'll find
yeah,
out. He'll figure it
that's
out pretty
on
quickly.
me.
All right, and two, isn't the cane like the outer part of the cane wood?
No, I
I
assumed it
imagine
was
the
a
handle's metal and
cane.
stuff. Right?
The
I've
handle
never seen a
could be-
metal handled cane. I've seen like ivory.
Well,
It's
ivory
It's
is messed
definitely a
up.
thing because sword canes are a thing.
I
And
like
also-
the idea, so I'm gonna say it works.
It's a metal
Alternatively, I
cane.
could put grease.
Slip.
Maybe final sacrifice. You can have Otis just explode wherever he is.
Speaking of, you did
Jesus.
resummon him, right?
I
Yeah,
would like to, yeah.
I think you I think you said I expected more from you, and at that exact moment Atreon sneezed and covered his hands. Or used
And
his,
then Otis
covered his
came out
face,
of my nose.
and Otis came out fully reformed.
This is a sword cane. It is
Maybe
wood
it was
or
just
metal.
because he didn't have Otis, and that's why he temporarily went down to Fumbus's level of conscience.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty messed up. I'm glad you're
Can't
better now.
imagine getting
Pretty
so much
messed up.
flack from a quote-unquote teammate.
You know, you want to talk this out? We can talk this out. We were kind of in a hurry before.
We can wrap this out. Someone lay down a beat.
I don't believe that's present in this world.
What, beats?
Rap.
Why?
It is
Music
now.
and music exists, and so do words.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've
So
never
we need
heard
a
anybody
liar
use
in here?
words.
That was a terrible rap.
In any case, you had literally just been told there's this guy. He's short. He looks like this. His hat is blood red. He took our main witness. He nearly killed me and Kit. And we found him in a room full of buckets of blood, so it looks like he's killed lots of other.
Before this
patrons?
conversation continues, I don't mean to interrupt. Is this happening in character or out of character?
This is in character.
This is still a terrible rap.
All right.
You were told all of this literally just minutes before when the whole party got together. You
My
encountered
character
him.
can't get behind this because it doesn't go to the beat.
You guys literally healed him when you found him and let him go on his way.
Because he killed Fumbus. It was a moment of emotional weakness, I admit.
He didn't kill Fumbus.
Not Fumbus, sorry. He was
He didn't kill Otis either.
in part what ended up causing the death of Otis, or at the time, so I thought. And I did not want him to die so quickly.
And that's fine until he got out, and then you let him go.
Well, it's because
You two had your little
he didn't
powwow,
seem
and then you
like
still let him
a
go.
threat at the time.
But you had already been briefed that he
Briefed?
tried to kill. Yeah,
I had been
when
briefed
we all.
on anything.
Oh, you had. We all got together, and you'd been told that he tried to kill both me and Kit.
That wasn't a briefing. That was a slight conversation.
You knew what he'd done. You knew that he took our witness, killed our witness, actually, and you let him walk out, knowing he was a murderer that killed who knows how many hotel patrons. I let him just walk out the door.
I mean, you can insinuate what you want to insinuate.
There's no insinuation.
I don't agree
That's
with
just
it.
fact.
I don't agree with your insinuations, baseless accusations.
Hey, Kit, can you hold my
I
cane
expect
for a
better from
second?
you.
What?
Can you hold my cane for a second? I just gotta tie my boot.
Yeah.
No.
What are you doing?
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Wait, I'm sus. I wasn't here. Ah.
I'm joking. Don't worry about it, kid. I'm just messing with you.
How
Don't
much
kill me.
damage does heat metal do?
Ooh.
Some.
I'm expecting it to be
Like, is it like
heightened
funny
to
joke
third
kind of
level.
damage, or like he'll die kind of damage?
It's 46 damage. It's mostly if anyone tries to disarm our good buddy Raz and use his weapon against him.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, if Raz drops it to get out his crossbow and then picks it up again.
I just gotta remember to say it.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kane.
I really love the mental image of in the middle of a fight, you like dropping your cane to switch to another weapon and then having to pick it back up in the middle of combat. Good morning, Kane. Stab someone.
Yeah, it's
Well,
kind
I'm
of
excited
like a
for you
power
for
play,
that.
though, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
How long does that last?
Oh, I don't know.
1 minute.
It's already done.
Well, he did it
Is
as
it
a
concentration?
glyph, right?
Cast a spell lower level, store into the glyph.
Mm-hmm.
Set a password. Doesn't say.
It's forever.
Once a spell is
be.
stored in the glyph gains all traits of the spell. The creature aspects of the
It might
spell.
be permanent if it's a glyph.
Duration is unlimited. Yeah, it's permanent.
Nice.
Why
I
aren't we
mean,
doing that to all
it's
our
permanent until it goes off.
Until it triggers, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And I scratch into my crossbow Abel. So now I have Kane and Abel. And I'm ready
That's
to fucking
dope.
fight.
I respect that.
Here we go.
Amazing.
I say biblical in
Just
the
as
world.
you finish
Sure.
etching that in, you have an aneurysm and die. Roll a new character.
I actually do have a really good character concept in case Raz dies.
I don't
Me
think I have an
too.
alternate for this one.
Or
Its
one
name is
I think
Lomo.
would be fun anyway.
His name is Lomo.
Oh god, no.
I'm glad you were
Oh,
happy to see
it'll
Lomo
happen.
again.
I'm so happy.
Alright, nerds, are we ready? What are we waiting
We're ready.
I'm
This
ready.
was a great session. I hope you all had fun.
Who made popcorn?
It's Julie.
God damn it.
Do you want some popcorn, Matt?
No, we don't have time.
I mean, I can throw it in the microwave really quick.
We're 2 hours into the
I
session.
want
Come on.
popcorn, but I also want dinner.
I want more like pop lock it corn. Got him.
Okay, anyway.
Oh, if I hadn't turned that chili to low, it would be done by now. But it's not dinner time.
Oh, this is a lot of
fool.
information.
These are the files.
Norrington.
God.
Wait, I forgot something, I think.
Vandalism.
Don't forget things.
harassment.
Don't look. Everybody stop looking.
I'm not
Oh,
looking.
I literally can't stop looking.
But I did forget something. Don't look at that one.
Oh, is there like info in there that we shouldn't see?
Can
It's
I-
nothing. It's just dissonant. It doesn't make any sense if you read it, so don't read it.
Can I roll
Just
a society
dissonant.
and just pick out useful information? Like as I
No.
scan these? Okay.
Oh, I want to
guess
do
what I
that
could
too.
do is this. Hang on.
Yeah, we're gonna be here a while we read all about this.
Ooh, that last one.
We could roll a d6
Could. If that's
and
what
just
you
go,
want.
and just go to that one.
Okay,
Did you guys
everybody
read
refresh
the Smuggler's
page.
Lair one?
refresh the page.
Yeah.
Refresh the page.
I could
Refresh the
cast
page.
augury
Refresh the
and
page. Refresh the page.
possibly tell the future.
Fumbus, you cannot tell the future. You
Oh, I
tried
can,
once.
I can.
It
Is
didn't
this that
work.
thing you guys were telling about where Fumbus said he could tell the future and he said it could be good or bad?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's nonsense. It's
I'll be right
absolute
back
nonsense.
because I'm that shameful person who suddenly randomly has to pee after the break.
It's
boo.
also a good time to put in popcorn if you're gonna do that.
Hey, did everybody see who got hero points?
Yeah.
Fumbus,
No.
Atreon, and Blake all got a hero point.
Ah, why did I get a hero point?
I feel
For
like
the
I should get
drama.
half a hero point.
Yeah.
For the drop. I'm over here
Did
crafting
you add
useful
the
stuff
hero
for the
points
party.
in, or are we
No,
doing that?
Add it.
I just put it in. I
Oh,
gave the
okay.
words
And what's the maximum we're allowed to have?
3, but everybody
3.
reset to 1 at the beginning of the game anyway. So
Except me and Raz.
Yeah, they had 2.
that's true. I
Now
don't
you're at
remember
3.
why, but I remember giving it to them.
Okay.
What
I'm
did you
at 2.
guys do?
I
Our
have no
characters
idea.
changed
They-
immediately.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I leveled
Oh,
up
yeah.
right after this session.
They what? Wait, what?
They updated their characters like almost
Ah,
immediately.
right. That's right.
to
That's
level
right.
up.
That's right. That's right.
I have my character leveled up to 20.
Well, that actually gets you negative hero points.
Oh, no, I don't mean actually. I mean, I have all my
I
level ups
know.
done to 20.
Yo soy back.
Don't yell at me,
Whoa.
God.
Terrible Spanish.
Not
Yo,
say back.
soy back. Gauntlet of the Backhand. Level 6
All right,
plus 1
so
striking cleave
these-
gauntlet. Sounds amazing.
This is the breakdown of the files that you are given.
You break it down.
That last one's very interesting. The Smuggler's Lair.
Militia members.
No,
I
no, the
must
last
have-
part. The last part of the last one.
Jesse, could I beg you to shut that door so Pig
Yeah.
doesn't go back out?
Oh, that is interesting.
It's very. Blake, who do you
cowardly.
know in the puddles?
Kat, I'm gonna message you.
Sounds good.
Zariah.
And that's where I'm from, so everyone.
Do any
We
of us-
want the funk.
All right, but we were told to go look at the bank first, right?
The banks,
Well,
yes.
We don't know which banks it could be. So
Well, no, like we were given 3 banks and 3 reports, but we were
Yeah.
told look through the banks first.
Yes.
all right, well, let's just take the list in order, I suppose. Go to Orvington's. That agreeable,
Nah.
amenable, friends.
I like Stone Sworn first.
Son of a bitch.
Adventurer owned sounds a lot more promising.
Here, hold my cane real quick, Ben. I gotta pull something out of my pack for you.
Good morning, Kane.
God damn it! Give my cane back. Good morning, Kane.
I was hoping you'd forget that one.
Oh.
I feel like the illegal excavation part mentioned in that third one does kind of follow what we've seen in a couple other places where they're doing a lot of setup in the buildings.
Which one are you talking about?
Stone Sworn.
In the coins district, file contains permit for a building. Sophisticated magical protections. That might be interesting.
Okay.
That
I
does
did
sound
it.
interesting. I am a fan of magic.
Wait, which one's the medical
Magic
protection?
crimes.
That's the Stone Sworn.
If it's in
Wait,
the
I refreshed the. Oh yes.
if it's in the coins district,
All
there's
3 are in the
also-
coin.
They're all in the
they're all
coins
in there.
district.
Okay,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, everybody who uses a bank has to go really far to go to the bank, but
Well, they might have branches in each of the other districts, perhaps, for small
Yeah, or
exchanges of
ATMs.
money.
You never know.
Yeah, ATM. That's true.
okay.
Inquiry.
Well,
sure.
shall we? Everybody got fresh manacles, right?
Manacle.
You
We
know,
don't
the
need
stuff that we arrest
manacles
people in when they're
When
alive.
dead.
Oh, that's easy to handle. Yeah. If they were alive, right?
Well, it looks like the Penny and Sphinx had some sort of investigation. Although they were assured that no funds were lost, so now they're going through a private firm. So it seems perhaps they've had someone hit their place, or they think.
I don't think any of us fall under the title of private investigator, because we're kind of state-run. But Raz, you can
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
if anybody
they've.
cares.
What's that?
What did you say?
I said I'm done sending secret messages to Kat.
Okay.
Oh, well, we were role playing.
Yeah, we were. Now we're not. Thanks a lot.
Well, the thing is that the Penny and Sphinx seems to have been perhaps at least broken into, and it could have been them looking for precursory knowledge. Perhaps testing the security.
Agreed.
But are we thinking that this group is going to hit the same place twice? That's bold, to say the least.
All three of them seem like they could be set up for future hits. All three of them have that possibility.
Well,
so perhaps the bigger question: are we going together or splitting up?
I personally would like to investigate the magic-based one. I have my background in magical crimes, and I think that's where I would be most suited.
Wait,
I also feel the pull of checking out Stone Sworn first.
Yeah.
Well, maybe to make it easy on our DM, we don't split up this time.
Or five of us go to Stone Sworn, and Raz can be our private investigator at Penny and Sphinx.
I'm not opposed to you guys splitting up if you want to.
All right. Oh, yeah, I could do a little.
But thank you for being considerate and checking first. Appreciate that.
Well, all right. Do you guys want to head to Stone Sworn, and I can do a little something at Penny and Sphinx? I'll just ask around, and then I'll meet you at Stone Sworn.
I'm okay with that.
Raz, would you like to be disguised, or are you going to go in your official guise?
I put my hood up. Here we go.
Oh my!
Whoa! Who is that?
I give up and literally just give him a pair of glasses.
Don't forget, Raz, to say good morning to your weapon every day.
Wait, no, I give him a monocle to wear on opposing his. Raz has an eye patch, right?
I do.
Yeah, where's your hat and cape?
I leave it up to Raz which side to put the monocle on.
Over the eye patch.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Have fun.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
I'm eccentric, which makes the best private investigators.
Mm-hmm.
And I, of course,
do we run into any skeletons on the way?
You run into 100 million skeletons, and they all kill you dead.
That's
okay,
a lot.
so who's going where?
I think we're all
going
going
to
to Stone
Stone
Sworn
Sworn.
except for Jesse. Raz is going to do Penny and Sphinx.
Yep.
Oh, you're hitting it up solo. Okay.
Well,
cool.
They say they want a private investigating team, so I think maybe I can get a little information about what they think happened.
I'll say this. It is bad policing to do anything alone.
Yeah.
You want to bring one person with you?
Do you want to bring Otis?
I'll bring Kit. Actually, no, you guys need a healer. Yeah.
Do you want to bring me?
Oh, I know you want your magic, Atreon.
I can go.
I don't want the drug addict.
Why don't you?
I am clean right now, sir.
There's plenty of ways for them to heal if you want me to go with you.
Why don't you take? I mean, do you want my suggestion, or do you want me to shut up because I'm the DM?
I don't want God's suggestion. Let us make mistakes.
What's your suggestion?
I don't want to say now because you said he didn't want it.
No.
Oh wait, I can justify it in character. Lieutenant Allo here.
All right, you want to come, Lieutenant? Let's go.
No. Why don't you consider bringing Blake along, since they have been doing the footwork on investigating these places with me?
Do they know that you're already
about where we're headed?
Yeah, I'm just worried because I'm trying to be a private investigator, and I don't know if they have made her as a police officer since you guys were going around.
Them.
Well, they're not
Them.
they're not a her, but
I meant you.
what?
You're
What?
the her in this situation.
I'm the her.
What?
Yes.
I'm a
That's true.
man.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm
No,
Anyway,
I don't
I just
Well,
don't
this
know
is-
if
that is
were
incredibly
you
Barrel of
homophobic.
fucking worms.
were you there in a official capacity is what I'm asking.
At the bank? We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the bank.
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
didn't go to the bank. We were just doing investigations.
All right, then yeah, let's
like
do it.
basically Ocean's 11 inside of the precinct.
Okay.
You understand that Sergeant Allo is not a woman, right?
Yes, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. I thought you were being homophobic.
Yes, that's me.
No, but she
You-
does
you
kind of
know
sound
me
like
and
that
my
Monsters,
homophobia.
or he does sound like the Monsters Inc. lady.
Oh yeah,
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
Wazowski.
Wait, that's my
Oh,
mother.
little kitty getting all comfy.
That is your mother, yeah.
Your mother.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah,
remember,
no.
we got the New Jersey, New York differences.
Oh God. All right.
All right, Blake,
okay.
you ready?
Where are we going again?
The Penny and Sphinx. They say they're
Penny
looking
and
for
Sphinx?
a
Thank you.
private
I
investigator.
just started
so I
a
figured
Word document, so I just want to make sure I've got the right thing.
a Word
What's
document.
a Word document?
She pulled out a quill and some parchment. Or, God damn it, they pulled out a quill, Word parchment.
We just gotta separate if it's Kat doing the action or Blake.
Yeah, I'm sure the
Catherine
only
Marie
reason we
Newell,
keep
born July 7th, 1993, started a Word document because Catherine is very bad at remembering everything. Thank you.
Man,
and
I
your
feel like
social
you
security
practiced
number
that.
is
Yeah, can we get that too?
Mother's maiden name. First pet.
All right.
So is that a no on the social security? Because I pulled out the pen. So
Quill.
no, I mean in real life.
IRL.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
I'll just
keep
put that
it.
away then.
But Blake, while we're there, I don't want to get into anything hairy, so let's just try to ask questions, and then we can meet them back up at the
Am I
Stone
really
Sword.
the one who you need to worry about with that?
Well, I don't know. You're on the other squad. We don't do a lot together generally.
I'm pushing Blake and Raz to hang out because I consider the two of them to be the most competent people on the team.
I like it.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
I am a master investigator.
I'm a master arcanist, so.
And where's the rest of the team going to?
Stone's Ward.
Stone Sworn saving.
Stone Sworn. Saving
Let's go there
Zones.
first.
Stony Brony.
I would rather have 4 people engaged than 2, if that's okay.
Yes.
All right. Stone Sworn, savings and loan. Come save with us and loan. That's their jingle.
I hate it.
A
I hope they
sweeping
get
marble
robbed.
facade and bold dwarven letters forged from beaten cold iron mark the entrance of Stone Sworn Savings and Loan. Large windows are evenly spaced around the entire building, each protected by an intricate iron filigree that looks even more imposing and immovable than steel bars. Standing outside the entrance to the bank, since she was informed that you were coming, is a round-shouldered dwarven woman with dark hair and intricate braids, wearing leather pants over stout and functional boots. I assume, despite the fact that it is not. Oh, it is. Next sentence. She is wearing a shirt. Her glimmering shirt of mithril links is tucked into a thick belt clasped with a polished silver buckle. Hanging from the belt is an adamantine hammer that seems well balanced for use as either a tool or weapon. They put a lot of effort into describing what she's wearing. And you can actually see as you approach that she's turning customers away, telling them politely but firmly that the bank is temporarily closed. And when she sees you coming and sees your uniforms and recognizes you, she raises a hand and kind of waves you up the steps.
We go up the steps.
All right. She says, thank you for coming. I've got a bit of an update on the situation. I know I said I suspected someone here was doing some illegal excavating. There was scratching in the vaults. I could hear the sound. But it turns out it was coming from the inside. I just couldn't see them. There's a pair of spiders stepping in and out of sight. I've killed a dragon in my day, ridden a sea serpent, Torag's beard. I once rode a mammoth through an avalanche, but never in my life did I expect to find a pair of either spiders living in my own vault. I think they're trapped inside.
Pair of what spiders?
Ether spiders. They're like so like a spider.
I have heard of spiders, yes.
So think bigger, and then think of them kind of like teleporting around a little bit. They're
Just
like that.
A small amount.
What's the range
Oh
of
my
their
god, I'm
teleportation?
so upset that I looked that up. Oh.
Oh no,
Get
I gotta look
off
it up.
of my screen. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Share with the class.
I refuse to go back, but if you can search Ether Spider.
I got it. I'll post it. So copy image location. Go back to the roll20.
It's not that
Put in
bad.
the chat.
It's bad for me.
And
My
I
brain
think
does
this will
not
work.
appreciate it.
There it is.
That's it.
Nice, kind soul you are.
No me gusta.
Really
No. Also,
Anyway.
I got 8 ads on Jesse's stream in a row.
Cool.
Well, if you just subscribed, got it.
True.
Oh, my Prime must have run out. I'll go and do that.
Yeah, you have to refresh it if it's a Prime.
Wait, Kat, what's your name on
ads.
Twitch?
Blame Twitch, not me.
My what?
Making
What's your Twitch name?
Same as the one on here, Cat the Burrito.
Oh, cute.
Thanks. It's the same on everything except for Spotify. Thank you, Spotify, for not letting me change it.
It's good.
I'm gonna pull the others aside and bring up. It is unlikely that this one will have to do with the heist.
Oh, she was like in the middle of a sentence.
Oh.
Whoa, thanks for the gift sub, Nubbins.
Hey.
No problem. God, I hope that was the right one. Was that you?
It wasn't.
Really?
Well, it wasn't the right account. So you have 2 accounts that have given 5.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, I'm figuring this out.
It's the Nubbins one. That's
no,
right.
Michael Manello has given 5 as well.
I know, but I'm not using the Michael Manello one anymore. That was the wrong one.
Gotcha.
But I gifted the right cat, right?
Yeah. You're fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just got a thing. Oh, thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome for that. I really get off on gifting subs, apparently.
If that's your thing, man.
You
We
could have
don't
been
have
at the
a
top
shame.
of the if you could consolidate your 2 accounts.
Just
you'd
to,
be at
you
the
know,
top.
I can't. But the least you could do is recognize right now on stream that I have gifted more than anybody else.
Well,
have.
can you prove it though, empirically?
I could prove that I can log into the I Want to Be Nubbins account and prove that I can log into the Michael Manello
You can
account.
also click on the all-time top gifters at the top of the chat.
You can also just show us your bank account, you know.
Could. I won't. Also, for what it's worth, even just the Michael Manello account is tied for first, but for some reason that popped up as second.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's Michael Manello 5.
Feels pretty second of it, you know.
3? Is that right? Or would it be 4 now?
I'm 2 and tied also with Julie.
And with Ginja.
Right. Oh, I was talking about the number of gift subs.
Ginja or Jinja?
Jinja.
That's what I figured.
Because he's a redhead. Jinja.
Aren't we all redheads deep down?
No.
God, you guys are toxic.
I don't think that's quite right. Anyway.
Toxic.
Anyway.
Ben pulled you aside and then disappeared.
Yeah, so the whole vault is warded with defensive runes, so it's not really surprising that they can't get out. I'm more of surprised that they got in the first place. That strikes me as weird. I know this is a bit outside the norm, but do you think you could help me clear them out? They caught me by surprise earlier, and they nipped me a few times, so I'm not really up to the task right now.
Are they venomous?
Yes.
I would be remiss to forgo telling you that I was pretty excited to see this as a magical crime, but if the simple spider task is what you need, we are the law.
Can we
here
do
to help.
some recalled knowledges on ether spiders? Know if they're intelligent or not, if they're
Yeah, what I've
is a
studied ether
non-murderous way to remove them.
I would accept some recall knowledge checks, either arcana or nature.
Can I do it since I have the dubious knowledge?
Absolutely.
I'll do and
Is it only?
No, I think
I
most
also
of them
dang.
can do it.
Okay.
So that was Arcana. I'll do nature and I add up 2 to whatever this roll is. 21.
All right. Shit. Yeah. Okay.
We know
Ether
things.
spiders are I think
Dang.
all right, Jesus.
We
Everybody
know
knows
all
a
of
whole
it.
lot about ether fucking spiders. All
They're
right.
famous.
Apparently. They are deadly predators from the ethereal plane resembling giant arachnids. Rather than building webs of silk, they shape the raw essence of the ethereal plane, weaving it in complex patterns that drift through the misty void. From these ethereal nests, whole families of ether spiders can scout the adjacent material plane, watching for easy prey in dark or remote corners of the land of mortals. Once an ether spider has spotted a meal, it anchors its nest and waits on the ethereal plane for its prey to draw near. As soon as they do, it shifts to the material plane, clamps its fangs onto its prey, and then shifts back to the ethereal plane to wait as its venom works through the creature's system. They move pretty easily between planes, making them extremely dangerous to those who cannot see or attack ethereal enemies. What do you guys want to know about them mechanically?
Um,
How do we prevent them from killing us and taking us back to the ethereal plane?
I mean, like, do you want to know what its worst save is? Do you want to know if it's got any weaknesses?
Yeah, weaknesses.
Do you want to know
Weaknesses
about
would be
any of
good.
its attacks?
Give us the weaknesses.
Okay. It doesn't have any weaknesses.
Great.
But that is
Um,
knowledge, right?
what-
I mean,
what-
that's useful information.
What
Is
attacks does it?
What?
What attacks does it usually use?
You got a crit, Fumbus, so I
Yes.
would say that you would know that in addition to the venom, which you'll want to watch out for, you also know that it can make a web attack by like shooting webs at you.
Like a ranged web attack. Okay.
Yes.
Like
so more on the
Spider-Man.
nature side and less mechanical side. Is there a way of getting them out without killing them, or without going into combat against them?
You may be able to talk them into leaving.
Wait, they're sentient?
They are sentient enough to speak, but you know that the only language that they speak is Aklo.
How fast are they?
About as fast as a person. No, I'm sorry. They're faster than a person, and they also can climb things.
I hate this.
They are spiders.
I hate spiders.
I mean, we could ask her if she has fire insurance and just tell her maybe she should take the insurance money and burn down the
Burn
bank.
the whole thing.
Yeah, but then the spiders won't die. They'll just shift to the ethereal plane.
Is the vault underground?
Hmm?
Is the vault underground or above ground?
The vault is underground.
We'd seal off the vault. Problem solved.
Seems like
No,
a
so then I
drastic
can't access the
solution.
vault.
This is all out of character right now. Sorry.
I see.
Does anyone want to
Like
try
the burning it down
talking
for
to
fire
them?
insurance was also out of character to me.
I don't think any
I
of us
don't know.
speak their language.
Oh yeah, that
Aklo.
was the issue. Okay.
Does anyone have like a speak languages spell?
No.
Not prepared.
I have fireball.
I
Just for
Speaks
you.
a lot of languages. It's true.
I almost took one actually, and then I was like, nah, that's weird.
Okay, so we can't speak to them. Hitting them is going to be tricky. It sounds like really they need monster hunters for this. How? All right, in character. If we did go to battle with them to clear them out, and you've only seen 2 of them in there, right?
I'm sorry. Yes, I only saw the 2.
How much free reign do we have to do what we need to get rid of them in there? Like, do we have to worry about blowing stuff up that is not
Absolutely, you have
insured?
to worry about blowing stuff up. You're going to be in a bank vault.
A lot of bank vaults have, protection.
So does this one.
Apparently
Not from things blowing up inside of it.
I think the fact that the spiders can come and go into the bank's vault as they please would make me want to speak to them for no other reason than to see if they know anything about a possible bank heist.
Well, that's the thing is that I do think that they're trapped in there. I think the wards are keeping them inside.
But you said that you said that you're not sure how they got in, correct?
That is true.
So is that something that we should be looking into as well? Have you looked into
I
any
would appreciate it.
Okay.
We could leave this for tomorrow when we can have a languages spell prepared.
Who knows languages spells?
I thought one of you could prepare it.
No, I almost
think
took
I
one,
do.
but I didn't.
Hold on, let me double check.
I don't prepare the spells. I am the spells.
Whoa, deep. Kit could prepare comprehend language.
Yeah.
But this would not let you. Heightened to 3rd level, you can speak the language. Can you cast 3rd level spells?
Yeah.
So you would have to cast it at a 3rd level spell to be able to speak that language.
Okay.
Yeah, was it a level 1 or a level 2 spell?
It's a level 2 spell, but if you heighten it to 3rd level, you can speak the language as well as understand it. You can also cast this on
I do not
somebody
have it
if you don't want to
prepared
be
yet.
the one to talk.
Okay. So we can.
Okay.
Why don't we go check? Like, this is not to the dwarf. This is among us. Why don't we check the 3rd bank? Come back here tomorrow when we have that prepared, and we can maybe do a dialogue that doesn't involve us all get eaten by ether spiders.
I agree. I think it'd be good to have
that
the whole
really
team.
sounds best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one we should prep for sure.
Yeah. All right.
So I think that we should definitely make sure that it's an area that no one will go into first. We need to make sure that it's safe.
She's already turning customers away, so.
Okay.
So we recommend that whatever seal she can do to make sure that the vault stays closed and any hole in the ward net that let them get in is also stays closed, and we will be back tomorrow with a bigger team.
So, and a plan, yes.
That's fine. It's got to be tomorrow because I'm literally shut down here.
It will be tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Lit.
All right.
Penny, Sphinx, and Trust. Let me switch my notes. That's where you guys were going, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought.
Okay.
Was
This is a grand stone building, which stands in the middle of an immaculately manicured lawn, encircled by a tall wrought iron fence. The large main entrance is beneath an impressive portico and flanked by a pair of stone sphinxes. Engraved letters above the building's front doors declare the structure to be the Penny and Sphinx Trust.
All right, Blake. Just take off any identifying information about the
Penny.
Edgewatch, and we'll talk to Soft Whistle. Do you want to take the lead, or do you want me?
Oh, you go for it.
Alrighty. Okay, so we'll head on in. I'll look for some sort of reception desk or something.
And there is one. There is a mid-30s black man behind it. Yeah.
Hello, sir. I'd like to speak to Soft Whistle, if that's possible.
And he kind of straightens up a little bit, and he says, "Mr. Softwhistle doesn't typically see visitors without an appointment. Is it something that I can help you with, or?"
We heard word that he was looking for private investigators to.
Oh, yes, please. And he kind of like encourages you to like keep your voice down. Yes, please. If you'll just wait in the conference area right over there, I'll go see if he's available.
All right, thank you
Watch
very
out!
much.
It's a pitfall trap.
The whole conference room is a giant spider.
An ethereal spider?
Yes.
They're everywhere.
And he gets up and goes kind of into a back room to go and get the manager. Who comes back out to meet you guys. I assume you do go into the conference room. It's not really a spider. Okay. The manager, Bertram Softwhistle, is a well-dressed halfling. He walks with a slight limp and a stylish cane. I think he sees your cane and he kind of like holds his up and he's like, cane buddies?
Yeah, cane.
He's like, mine has his doesn't have a sword in it.
And I stab.
But he
Do you guys hand each other your canes for inspection?
No.
Good morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he enters the room and he closes the door and he introduces himself. He's Bertram Softwhistle. Thank you very much for meeting with me. I appreciate your discretion in this.
Yeah, so of course we are being our investigations. We are new to the city and we're looking to make a bit of a name for ourselves. So please, if we can help, any information you have would be great.
Oh yeah, no, well, absolutely. Let me fill you in on the situation. A few nights ago, my stepson and I were closing up the bank, just getting ready to head home for the night, and a group of thieves burst into the lobby from the office wing. Now, if they were in the offices, they obviously came in, I assume, through the employee entrance. It's the only way to get in there, other than through the main lobby, and nobody saw them going that way. I saw them coming in. I could tell that they were up to no good. So I opened, and he kind of like he presses a wooden panel in the wall, and it like depresses and then slides up to reveal like an alarm button basically.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "We've got these around the bank." So I went ahead and slapped that, and the alarm went off, and they took off. But we did apprehend one of them, some goblin. She got taken by the token guard, who token's a good name for them. Let me tell you, they really don't do much work at all. They're just there for show. So I'm afraid I had to look elsewhere for support in this.
Yeah, agreed. Cops are useless, honestly. You need someone who has a real need to do well, you know.
Yeah, fuck cops, right?
Yeah.
Say it.
Alrighty. Yeah, fuck the police.
Hell yeah.
Straight from the underground. Okay. All right. Now you said it was just you and your child closing up. Now this is a pretty big bank, one of the biggest in the coins district, if I'm not wrong.
He kind of puffs out his chest like, "That is correct, sir. Yeah." But it was towards the end of the night. It was just just doing our last sweep and making sure everything was locked up tight for the night.
Right.
It's just myself and my stepson Colo.
Colo. Alrighty. And you don't have any cleaning staff or anything like that comes in after hours? You just
Not after hours, no sir.
Alrighty. And you said that there was only one way to get to the offices?
Yes, that would be the
right?
employee entrance. If you like
employee
I can
entrance.
walk you over there and have you take a look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. And while we walk, now the stature of all these thieves, about how many was it? Do you remember?
That's a great one.
What does he think of Raz's monocle? over the eye patch?
It doesn't phase him at all. He's
This is a magical world. Who knows?
This is
He's
a man
he's
who
high
deals
class,
with
just like
deals
me.
with some pretty important people. He doesn't
For a
phase him.
magical world, nobody seems to consider invisible people as much as they should.
Oh yeah, by the way, Manello, I have life sense out to 10 feet, so if there's any invisible people, let me know.
Oh shit! I wish I'd known. There are 100,000 invisible people in this room.
Within 10 feet? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's not a
Must
bank.
be
It's a clown car.
microorganisms.
Are they really small or are they just really smushed?
Yes.
Okay.
It would
Interesting.
probably have to be both for 100,000.
Let's see. 4
He does-
tiny creatures can fit in a 5-foot square.
Let me see. What if I could type correctly?
I mean, you typed out all that bank stuff. That was very neat.
That was. Yep, I typed
It
all that
was
out.
nice. What a good job.
What a
Thank
good
you.
job.
An incredible DM.
You're the best.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no
There we
cap.
go. Yes, I be. What did you ask him? I'm sorry.
About how many thieves do you remember seeing?
4, including the goblin.
And how
Including
tall
the
they
goblin.
were.
Yeah, and
Well,
their stature.
the one
were
was
they
a
all
goblin, so about my height, and the others were not, so about taller than that.
taller than that? Okay, of varying sizes.
Once people
yeah.
hit a certain height, I just they're tall.
Yeah,
to
they're
me.
medium-sized creatures. Yeah,
It's
I
hard to
can
get perspective from down here, you know. What I'm saying is, all you tallies look the same.
Jesus Christ! Ha! I'm a cop. You're under arrest.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That being said, I would you seem like trustworthy folks, and like you can get the job done. So let's see if you can go ahead and solve this for me. Figure out what these thieves are. Maybe bring them to justice. I'd be happy to provide you 200 gold pieces in payment.
200 gold pieces. Absolutely.
He said 200.
Yeah, I said 200.
Oh, I thought you said 100.
No, 200. Well, we split between ourselves, so I'm just thinking. Alrighty. And can we see that employee entrance before we leave, and we'll start asking around, things like that.
Absolutely. And if discretion is the utmost here.
Of
So
course,
if you could just,
of course.
keep it.
We are known for our
Alright.
discretion.
How many
That
days
makes
do we have
sense
before
because
the
I've
parade?
never heard of you. What's that?
Yeah.
How many days do we have before the parade?
That's a good question. Oh no, wait! I know the answer to this question. It's nebulous.
Nice.
The parade is, soon. Is how this is. I am instructed to play this.
Okay, do we have time to check out all the leads, or like?
You're not. You've got a couple days. You've probably got about at least a week.
Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
Okay. So he brings you over to the. Let me get the map up. For myself, not for you guys. Actually, is there even a map? There may not be one. Okay. Okay. So he leads you over to the south side of the building. It's a left from the entrance. And it basically just leads you down a hallway of, this is where there are a bunch of offices.
Mm-hmm.
There is an entrance. I'm trying to see if there's if it tells me, but I don't really think it does.
It's
a little vague on
nebulous.
some of this shit, huh? Sorry.
You're fine.
Yeah, so it's basically an employee entrance in the back of the building. there's a door.
Does it look like there's a forced entry?
Why don't you give me a perception check?
Okay. Can you also help me out? I know this is
Yeah.
kind of your area of expertise here.
That it is. We're doing perception.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Nice.
This is less the back of the building as much as it is the side.
Okay.
And it actually comes in through through the kitchen. There's a kitchen here in this, I guess, for employees on break. It's like a break room.
Oh, like a break room
kitchen.
sort of thing?
Yeah. It's a kitchen, but it's like a kitchen with like, it's a break room plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
It has
why
a
don't you?
toaster oven.
Yeah.
Why don't you check the doors leading to all the way to the outside? See if they've been picked. Maybe you can pick up on that. And I'm gonna check out the kitchen area.
Okay.
Okay. Blake, that was your perception check for just now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to say that was for the doors to see if there's any, but
cool. Yeah.
if it's for general too, that works.
No, that's fine. That actually works perfectly. Raz, do you want to give me a check as well, just to sweep the kitchen?
Perception, yeah. Go.
19. Okay. So the kitchen itself is, I mean, it's pretty nondescript. Like I said, there's maybe like a table, a fantasy toaster oven, free to use, a fantasy microwave, but the buttons are all weird, like all the ones in the Deloitte buildings.
Any windows that lead to the outside?
But the
buttons on the Deloitte microwaves just don't make sense.
No, they're literally like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, but every button is a weird like preset amount of like if you hit 1,
and there's no label.
15 seconds.
There is no label.
1 is 15 seconds, 2 is 30 seconds, 3 is like 70 seconds or some shit.
Jesus.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
You have to hit time and then do the buttons each time.
Anyway, so there's one of those. Other than that, it's a pretty nondescript kitchen. There don't appear to be, from where you are inside, Raz, you can't find any signs of forced entry. The door frame looks intact, etc.
Okay. And they don't look like
Blake, from the outside, you kind of come to a similar conclusion. Nothing looks like it was forced open. You kind of peek around inside the lock. It doesn't even look like it was picked. However, soft whistle did insist that it was locked ahead of time. So for it to not have been picked is confusing unless they entered through some sort of perhaps magical means.
Yeah, a knock spell or something.
Something like that.
They had a local aura.
You do also spot when you're outside, you're looking at the door from the outside. You spot something that looks like it's like in the bushes nearby the door.
Okay. Can I go closer?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I also at this point have that check trap thing, the innate.
Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah, that's fine. This is not a trap. It is a narrow collapsible ladder stashed in the bushes by the employee entrance.
Keep it. Keep it. Keep it.
You also, just sort of looking at sight lines, looking like up and down the building, the path from the fence to the employee entrance can't be seen from the bank's windows and is screened from the view of other nearby buildings too.
Okay, so it's possible for someone to hop the fence and get to the entrance without being seen at all. Very
much.
easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would share this information as.
Yeah. You would probably say that for somebody to have figured that out, they would have to be pretty thoroughly scouting the bank.
Yeah. Mr. Softwhistle, have you noticed any strange characters around the bank lately? Maybe someone your guards have reported?
I did meet a rat man who wore a monocle over his eye patch. Does that and he kind of like ribs you a little bit, like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
fucking with you, man.
Had a pretty tight cane though.
It does have a pretty
We
nice cane.
prefer
He picks it up.
Yosoki, thank you very much.
Listen.
Mm.
Okay. Yusoki, excuse me. I didn't mean to use the slur. Which apparently Ratman is a slur. Oh, I just used it again. I apologize.
I stabbed him.
Um.
And
It's
I hide
okay,
his body
short
in the
stuff.
bushes.
Okay.
And that's why
No.
you're not there.
I mean, excuse me. In terms of strange characters, just those thieves they chased off. But other than that,
Yeah. Well, it seems they had intimate knowledge of the sightlines of the buildings. They would have been scouting. This is obviously a professional organization. I would also advise you to perhaps get some locks that can't be opened by magical means. It's pretty easy these days.
he sort of nods and says like, "Well, that's valid. I would obviously say that the vault itself does have such a lock on it, but
Oh,
I
of
understand
course.
the need for an abundance of caution. That's very good advice."
Yes. I'm sure you have all sorts of information here that you wouldn't want getting out about, your customers and things like that. So best keep that tight
Give
in
me a
More
mind.
perception check.
information on employees.
A perception check. Boop.
Ooh, very nice.
He maybe seems a little flustered when you say that. He's like, yeah, no, I wouldn't. Yes, I would certainly want to keep such information private."
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, is your son Colo working today by any chance, or would we need to come back to have a talk with him?
Oh, I'm afraid he's off today, but he'd be working tomorrow if you came back then.
All right, absolutely. Yeah, we'll start getting some stuff together, trying to profile this whole thing, and we'll probably be back tomorrow if that's all right.
Sounds great.
All righty. Thank you very much, sir, and you are in good hands, believe me.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I'd love it so much if Manila was setting up a whole thing where Kola has a stepsister just so he can give the line. What are you doing, step bro?
Step bro? Why are you robbing our bank, step bro?
Jesus.
All right. Do you have anything else for this gentleman?
For what?
You hate step bro?
I'm asking Blake if they have anything else.
Can you repeat what you said, please?
Do you just have anything else to ask our employer here?
Is there a chance that I think I would probably discuss it with you first rather than just straight up asking, but is it possible that an employee could have been blackmailed to either provide information or, to open the door?
Oh, it's absolutely possible.
Yeah. He says I'd certainly hope not. But I like to think we treat our people pretty well here, and I always see my employees with a smile on my face on their face, but I'm the boss, so what do I know?
That's fair.
But no, I can't think of anybody that I don't trust here. Like I mean, we really are a family, so.
And do all employees have keys to this back entrance, or just managers?
Only those that would be closing up for the night.
All
Well,
right.
it's You're asking like who can open the back door?
Yeah.
Yeah, like who would have a key to open the back door?
I'm the only one that's got the keys to the exterior doors.
Interesting.
But
right.
it is on the inside. It is a turn latch.
Gotcha.
It could be unlocked from the inside.
Alrighty.
Okay, so basically anyone with access to that point on the inside would be able to open it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Has this been 10 minutes? Have I been like interacting with him for 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pursue a lead on Bertram. I'm gonna drop Pratchett for now.
Suddenly he appears from the shadow. No.
Son of a bitch.
He was just waiting for you to stop investigating him so he could come and stab you.
He just left my mind.
Sword King battle!
All right, and then I guess we'll head to the Stone Sworn, unless you have anything else, Blake.
That would be bad because we
I
left.
imagine that
Well, you
we
didn't tell
would
us that
already.
because you didn't follow the plan.
I imagine we would already have a list of like employees and stuff, right?
If not, we could grab it tomorrow because we'll be
Yeah.
back.
I
okay.
think he would probably say that he would need time to get that together.
I just wasn't sure if it was something that like the police already had or not.
Well, we
No.
should go talk to that goblin though, if we can.
Yes, that goblin was apprehended by the token guard.
Okay.
I didn't see that in the write-up.
That's because he
They don't
wasn't in
talk
the
with
write-up.
each other.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's
All right, head to the Stone Sworn to meet up with our party, who said they'd be there.
Yep. The party has gone to the old place.
We don't.
old place.
Oldsmar. Old thing. Old.
Orvington Money Changers?
Yeah, that.
That other bank.
Are you like deliberately dodging Blake and Raz, or?
No,
No.
we had said we were going there when we left
Alright,
the
All
first
right,
one.
then I think you guys pass each other and you go oh, and then you guys all go to the right place together.
Great.
So that I don't have to play out Blake and Raz showing up to the wrong place.
Meanwhile,
On the way
as
there,
we
I'd like
walk,
to
we
tell them
trade
about the
info.
ether spiders. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll show them a diagram in my book.
Hearing theirs, it absolutely sounds like an inside job for one of the employees.
There's potential, but we shouldn't draw any conclusions.
Shouldn't jump
yet.
to it, but it seems like Occam's
We'll be coming
razor.
back tomorrow for additional follow-up.
We may need you guys tomorrow at our place.
Okay.
We got
Uh-oh.
spiders to kill.
Talk to the goblin as well.
Orvington Money Changers, a squat stone establishment displaying a polished wooden placard carved with Orvington Money Changers in flowing script across its surface is what this place looks like. I read that sentence wrong.
Mm-hmm.
A squat stone establishment displays a polished wooden placard carved with Orvington Money Changers in flowing script across its surface. Stout iron bars cover every window of the building, and a pair of mastiffs, nearly the size of dire wolves, growl in wooden doghouses near the main doors. A loud buzzing sound emanates from somewhere nearby. And just as you roll up, a middle-aged, barrel-chested man. He probably looks kind of like the lieutenant if the lieutenant let himself go. Comes running out of the bank, swatting wildly at his face and arms. His skin is specked with angry red stings, and the blonde hair on his head is like sticking out in like all directions. But his beard is coated in so much styling wax that it's a perfect mustache and a perfect pointed beard still.
Nice.
As he runs out, you notice that the dogs are kind of cowering in their dog houses, and that they too are covered with what looks like stings. And as you get closer to the bank, you notice flying about in the air, you see tons of insects.
I
and
hate
as
this
he-
new insect trend.
Yeah, a little bit. But as he comes running out, he says, "Oh, constabulary! Oh, praise Abadar! This is the third time my shop has been attacked in less than a fortnight. Token guard, indeed. My daughter's dolls could do a better job of keeping the peace. Bottles of burning liquor thrown at the walls, crude graffiti painted at night, and now wasp nests lobbed onto the roof in the middle of the day." And just as he kind of starts to launch into this rant, a thicker, like really thick cloud of wasps comes flowing over the lip of the awning above the bank, and like rushes directly towards you guys.
Are we talking like wasps or like fantasy wasps?
No, we're talking like wasps. But we're talking like
A swarm.
thousands. Like
I hate
like
swarms.
hundreds of thousands of wasps.
God damn it.
This is Jesse's worst nightmare.
Good thing Jesse's not here.
We're going into combat. Okay,
We're doing something now. Is this dark? Does this have the
It's very
lights
dark.
on?
Very dark.
It is
What the-
pitch black,
what?
in fact.
The
It is
hell?
dark as our futures.
Why did they do? Well, that was weird. Why did they do this? Why did they make it dark? Dynamic
fun.
lighting is off. legacy lighting is on. Let's just illuminate globally. You guys still shouldn't be able to see because you're not there yet, but don't worry, you're gonna be soon. Atreon, Ben, Blake,
Twerk.
Fumbus, Kit, Otis, Reyes.
Still can't see.
Okay, well, I'm working on it. And token.
Hey, there's light.
You guys
Okay.
should definitely be full
we
health,
should heal.
just
We should heal
heads
up.
Yeah, everybody would be full healed.
Good call.
Yeah, we had a week of downtime.
You guys can place yourselves however you would be. He came running sort of directly out to. I think you guys would. I don't think you'd be in the fence yet, but.
My protective aura would go on as soon as the screaming probably started. Or at the start of this, for convenience sake.
I would like to say I'd raise my shield, if that's allowed.
Sure.
Why is this being so annoying? Come on.
Okay. And do y'all
Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna try killing Firefox.
Kill it.
What a horrible thing to do to a Firefox.
Get out of here, Firefox.
Nut.
What the fuck?
Nard? Did you say nard?
You should, Jesse, you should make that a redeemable thing for channel points.
Yeah.
Where if they redeem a
you
certain
need
amount, you play either of those.
Yeah, I want to do that so
I want
it sets
that.
it up. It does it automatically. I think I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which will be
Whatever
fun, I
sound
just
you were
have to figure
playing
out.
that sounded like a ghast, I'd like to be able to play that sound
creeper?
for you.
I think that was just Julie
What?
screaming.
Yeah,
That
I think
one.
that was.
Wait, no. Who was screaming? Someone was screaming the other day.
I don't know.
He's gonna run for cover, because he doesn't belong in this fight. Okay, I don't know why you're moving up.
You said You said go where you think you'd be.
Yeah, but you didn't. You certainly didn't run past him. He was like here when he was talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Y'all have.
You know what's annoying about a sword cane that I didn't really think about?
What?
You don't really sheath it in the same way as a sword.
Belt
What do you mean?
buckle.
So I really do
Belt
have
loop.
to drop it if I want
Oh,
to
yeah.
draw another weapon. I can't just sheath it in its
Belt
scabbard.
loop.
A belt loop? I
Yeah.
could, yeah.
I would take perceptions for initiative if people would be so kind.
Okay. Also, I asked if they were wasps or wasps, and that looks like they're wasps.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, allow me to elucidate this a little bit for you.
Wow, were you talking about
Please
wasps
put
as in the animal
A
or
million on the screen.
white Anglo-Saxon? Whatever.
Does that clear it up at all?
I'm not looking because I'm getting my perception roll ready. So 1 moment.
They are big swarms of
Protestant.
wasps, so they're clouds of wasps.
I took a thing
Sure.
called Elven Instincts, so my initiative gets a +2.
Okay.
Fancy.
If it's a perception initiative.
It is.
Oh.
So, thank God, huh?
Oh, that's tragic.
Wait, but that's
Oh,
Otis.
no.
You rolled that. Oh, you rolled it on Otis, but it should have been you. Okay.
Oh, sorry, big odes.
Well,
Odes
That
of
is
odes.
incredible.
don't worry, I got it.
You need to make him full health there, bud.
Who, Otis?
Does Otis have 28 HP?
Yeah.
He has a little.
28's a lot. That's nice.
He is a little.
Yeah, slimes work a little differently, so they get more HP per level. And they have some...
Yeah, he has a special thing.
Yeah, it's,
We're
I
missing.
forget what it's called, hardy or
His-
something.
His AC becomes my level.
Yeah, instead of your AC. So they get hit more often, but they also have...
Oh,
like,
it's Ben. We're missing
there's
Ben.
a bunch of cool stuff.
Oh, did I not hit myself first?
Got it.
Sorry.
You're fine.
So sorry.
All right. So Blake, millions of wasps come pouring over the roof and are filling up that much space. It's a lot of wasps. A lot of normal
Okay,
sized to
regular.
average sized wasps.
I hate this
Thank
so much.
you.
How high off the ground are they?
They're probably at least 25 feet up at the moment, because they're up at the top of the roof.
Okay, because I do have lesser bottled lightning that I could chuck into
Ooh.
the air.
Chuck it.
I feel like that would be a good first go of it.
I think that
Do it
sounds
up.
great.
Okay.
I also look forward to Fireball.
So it says deals 1d6 electricity damage and 1 electricity splash damage. On a hit, the target becomes flat-footed until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
Okay, so what do I need to hit?
You would make a ranged attack with that.
Ranged attack? Let's see what
Yes.
I've got here.
Blake know about ranged attacks.
So the only ranged strike I have is with the longbow.
That's fine.
Okay. So that's gonna be just hitting longbow. It's been so long.
Oh.
Easy clap.
Ooh, okay. Damn.
It's been so
yeah,
long.
I think
You
think
guys!
Our first attack roll of the game, and it's very good.
all right. So the regular hit on the bomb isn't going to do anything because there's a bajillion wasps, but they have a weakness to splash damage, so that 1 electricity damage would become 6 splash damage would become 12. So this is a good thick hit on them.
Easy peasy.
You doing the one? I assume the one like right in front, in the middle.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, we'll say you could hit 2 because if you hit them at a certain spot, you'd hit 2 of them. So
Yeah, if you hit like a corner.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I'm gonna take that out of my inventory now and
Nice.
remember for later to ask Raz for more if that's possible.
I think you because you usually longbow things, but that's not an option here. I kind of picture you like whipping out this bottle and just like drop kicking it and just like full on launching into the air with your foot. Okay. Love that.
That is a
That's
weird
like
visual.
1 to draw,
Airbud.
1 to throw. You've got 1 more, Blake.
Okay. I have like I don't know. I feel like if I shoot into a swarm of wasps with my longbow, it does that make sense?
You are right in thinking that would probably not be the most effective thing you could do, considering it would
Yeah.
be like a.
I forget. Can we hold actions in Pathfinder?
Yeah, sort of. You can spend 2 actions to. Are you talking about delaying, or are you talking about like waiting for something? Because you can or readying an action.
Like waiting for, I guess as a reaction, like I have oil and jars and torches, and I was thinking I could make a Molotov to throw in the air, and Blake could blast it with an arrow.
So if you wanted to do that, Blake would have to spend 2 of their actions to ready shooting that, and then on your turn use their reaction to finish up the ready. So
And they've already used 2 actions this turn, right?
correct, yeah. So
Okay,
readying an
just
action
wondering.
basically takes 2 actions plus your reaction.
Okay.
And hypothetically, throwing a bag. Hold on, let me see what it's called specifically.
Throwing
Lesser
bag.
Tanglefoot into the swarm, and then we have a stomping party.
A Tanglefoot bag.
Yeah, it's Lesser Tanglefoot.
Yeah, hang on. Let me
Can you do
Let
that
me
in the
peek
air, or
that.
does it have to be on the ground?
What if I
mean, you could-
earth bind them?
That would probably work better because it says
Probably.
a creature in contact with a solid surface for the lesser Tanglefoot. So it looks like that would not work unless they were already on the ground.
Yeah, that would be a little bit difficult. Earthbind, I might have to look at the spell. It might be. I don't want to say it would like root one wasp to the ground, but
One wasp straight to the ground for one round.
Oh my goodness.
one down.
Sorry.
But
Bless
Blake, you do
you.
have one more action.
I think at this point I want to hang back still because kind of short sorting into the midst of 3 swarms is not ideal.
Honestly valid.
So I'll just can I do a knowledge check just to see what they're
Yeah,
most like?
absolutely.
All right.
It would
And
be a
that's a
nature
roll,
check.
correct? Nature? I'm really good at those. Once I remember where it is. There it is, right in the middle. Okay. I'm not that great at it.
It's okay. Do you want to use your hero point on this knowledge check?
Yeah, I'll use one of them for that.
Okay.
That sounds nice.
Okay. So wasps are, I mean, you know what a wasp is. It do be having some venom that's gonna, it's the hurty kind of venom, which is to say that you'll take more damage from it because it hurts you. You also can kind of surmise that because these wasps are flying in a swarm, you know that they're going to try to group together and just envelop people. So basically, the way that they're going to attack is they're going to go on top of you, and if they're on top of you, you're getting hit.
It sure
So-
does sound like today would be a great day to have a charm against venom.
I just started
Sorry.
watching One Punch Man with Alec, and this reminds me so much of the mosquito chick in like the first couple of episodes.
Oh my
I'm
god, I
very
hate
uncomfortable.
it. I hate it so much.
I can't relate, so I'm gonna move on. Kid.
So good.
How high up did you say that they
They're
were?
at 25 feet up right now.
Ma'am? Ooh.
Okay.
I'm-
So in order to hit something with a 30-foot range, I'd have to probably get right up there. Right?
So I do the I use the Matt Colville version of distance, which is to say that they are as far away as whichever is further. So if you are right underneath them, they're 25 feet away. But if you're 30 feet away from them and they're 25 feet up, they're 30 feet away. So if you wanted to get, yes, you'd have to
Okay.
get up right up on them.
Gotcha.
If you were,
let's see.
let me
What?
here, hang on. Let's see. If you wanted to hit like this one, for example, well, it's a 30-foot range. You said?
Yeah.
Then you could hit them
Yeah.
from. If you were to, I mean, this fence is in the way, but if you were here, you could hit them.
Okay.
Because at this point, if you were right here, they would be considered 25 feet away.
Gotcha.
So you could.
So if I
point up.
moved here, can I hit that one on the opposite end?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that then. I will move there and then reduce flame as a ranged attack.
Mhm.
And
Roll it.
my cantrips are automatically heightened,
Yes,
right? I think.
that's correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. So then how many would that?
So it's third level because you have third level spells, but you want to make the attack first. Oh, you did. You rolled the attack
did.
for you. 19 will hit. So yes. So you're gonna do
Okay.
3d4.
Okay.
Yeah, 3d4 plus your wisdom modifier. So
And
9,
Wisdom is, I think wisdom is 4. Yeah.
4. So it's 13 damage, and you're doing that one on the one on the right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you burn a bunch
Question,
of
really?
wasps out of the way. Yeah, what's up?
How much damage was it that I did again?
You did, I think, 12. Yeah, you did
12.
12 on each of them.
For splash damage?
Yeah.
And did the other electricity 1d6, was that taken into
That
account, or
didn't.
did you say no?
So that 1d6 hit one wasp, and that wasp got fucked.
Okay.
But then the
Okay,
splash
okay.
damage hit around them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Kit, you moved and you casted a 2 action. You're done. Raz.
Well, there is very little I can do.
I know you are pursuing a lead right now, so I do need to tell you that none of these wasps is Bertram's soft whistle in disguise.
Are we sure?
You are.
I
you
have
are
life
positive.
sense of 10 feet that works for dead and undead.
There are actually
are
2
there
more
any...
swarms of wasps invisible right behind you.
Holy shit. I tell no one and I run.
Damn.
You dick.
Can I... Would I know that my weapon is basically ineffectual against swarms?
I mean, you can.
Okay.
It's not a big logical leap to be like, I could swing this weapon and it would hit a couple wasps, but
essentially do nothing.
But at what cost?
I mean,
would
they've.
Would
So
I think
the
a torch
game
would be effective?
Yes. So the game codifies it as resistances.
Yes.
I would give you the numbers if you make a successful nature check.
Here we go, nature. Yeet.
There we go. All right.
Better than 9.
They resist bludgeoning and piercing by 7 and slashing by 3.
Are they immune to precision damage?
They are immune to precision damage.
My whole goddamn class. Okay.
Sorry, could I get that repeated one more time? Sorry.
Nope, because it's Jesse's information.
Okay.
Brutal.
They reduce by 7 bludgeoning and piercing damage. And
what does he mean?
Slashing is only reduced by 3.
By 3. Alright, well I just got rid of my slashing weapon, so
Well.
Oh, fam.
I'm gonna pull out a torch and light it with 2 actions.
You do seem to make a series of bad decisions.
Well,
remember when you called him the
roleplay,
most
okay.
competent? Him and Blake?
I mean, I still think he's competent.
I mean, technically, I still have my short sword on me, because I didn't get it out of my inventory, but I'd have to, like, equip it and stuff. But no, I'll just use a torch. Let's improvise weapon this shit.
Cool. Those are your actions. Okay. It's the wasp's turn. It's this one's turn. These ones come, I mean, I'd be a fool not to, right? Boop.
Yes, you would.
Boop. Why is Ben higher than this wasp that I just moved to the front?
Ben always comes out on top.
What the hell? Get back there. I can't get rid of Ben. What the hell?
You can never get one over on Ben.
Wild.
I mean,
I just
the
hit
wasp
refresh.
looks below everybody to me. We're all on top.
Really?
Yeah.
I see Ben on
I
top
had
of the
Beth
wasp on top of the
Fungus
other
on
people.
top.
Not a problem anymore.
There we go. It changed its... Oh, no.
Nope, I just... Did he move? Did Ben move? What
Ben's
happened?
I'm not moving
eating.
him. I'm not touching him right now. Someone put him in the bank.
Okay. Everybody, you people cannot be trusted with Ben.
You
control,
people, what's that
apparently.
supposed to mean? Elves?
Me, all you
So
people
just
stealing me.
Matt.
Well, now he's
Where's
gone.
Ben?
Oh my god, relax. He's right there.
He's
I don't know
dead.
why I can't... I don't know why you are always on top, but...
The
There
wasps
you
are
go.
going to target you because of it.
Well,
No,
actually, the
they
wasps are
can't.
going to target all 4 of you.
Ben and I. On
Not me. I don't know. All 4
Yeah,
of them.
everybody but Kit and Atreon, can you make me a reflex save, please?
Yo, Colonel Sanders
Idiot.
isn't going to take any damage?
All of them.
No, Colonel Sanders is all the way over there.
I'm going to go tackle him, throw him into the wasps.
Ben did good.
You're not getting attacked.
We all did good.
Did
Well.
we? Did we all?
Famous.
Fumbus didn't do as good.
Fumbus is still coming off the drugs, you know?
Yeah.
Clean for a couple of days now.
That's
Okay.
not that long.
That's
No, it's
prime
not.
withdrawal right there.
All right, Fumbus, take 6 damage.
All
Everybody
right.
else that had to roll, take 3 damage. Fumbus, make me a Fortitude save.
Cool.
Goodbye,
As you get
Fumbus.
stinged by all the.
Hero point.
Gonna miss you,
Yeah,
Fumbus.
Okay. So you don't take poison damage, Fumbus. Good job. Oh, they moved. They stung. Hey, that, but again. I'll do that again, everybody.
No, no.
Oh, uh-oh. This is the one you want to save against.
Hero pointing.
Okay. Anybody else hero pointing?
No.
All right. Fumbus, take 16 damage. Everybody else take 8 damage. Fumbus, make me a Fortitude save. It was 21.
Crap, hold on. 55.
Oh boy.
You said everybody else take 8?
Yeah. All right. Fumbus, be taking damage, but don't be taking poison.
Okay.
And I was gonna make Alchemist Fire too.
Speaking of
tragedy.
Fumbus, suck the life out of these wasps or whatever it is you do.
I can't really.
You really need to see this episode.
Because they're not undead, right?
The wasps?
Yeah,
It would be wild if they were.
I mean, I could just ask, just in case, right? Okay.
Undead wasp.
Terrifying.
Yeah, okay. Well, the only thing I can do then is electric arc 2 of them.
I mean, okay. That works.
Okay.
It's within 30 feet. You can hit both of the swarms, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that does work like that, believe it or not.
Perfect.
Okay, so they make reflex saves. Damn, it's like a taste of their own medicine. Oh,
Yeah.
they okay, so the one you're standing in crit fails and the other one fails.
Idiot.
Are you hitting the one on the right or the left?
Left.
Left. Okay. So we'll roll the damage. You already did.
Okay.
It's right there. It's
Well,
a
here's
7.
the crit
Oh, well.
damage.
Well, don't do that. Because do you also have 3rd level spells?
Yes.
Okay, so you would roll 3d4 plus 2.
Why?
I don't know.
Or 3d4 plus whatever your.
Oh, this is a
or 3d4
cantrip.
plus 4.
Why do you
What?
have that as level 1?
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta heighten it. Okay, so 9 damage to this one and 18 damage to the one you're standing in, which is pretty good. You blast a lot of wasps out of the air.
Boom, blast.
I did something productive.
Hell yeah, you got one more action.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I
Use your
guess I
beak.
could do this. I'll soul siphon a little bit. That 1 damage.
I swear that one always comes out to 1 somehow.
It does.
It does.
You did it. You sold you killed a wasp. You sucked the life energy out of a single wasp.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The next swarm is up, and it's gonna come flying right out here. I think it's probably gonna stop right there.
No.
So Ben, Atreon, and Otis all need to give me saves. Otis should be at full health, by the way. He's not.
Oh, okay.
I told him 15 times he doesn't listen to me. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm God.
I thought we got this.
Oh no.
Okay, Big Oats.
1 plus 1 damage. Yeah, let's go.
No.
You said reflex, yes?
Yes, please. Ben, you can make me a fortitude save while you're at it, by the way.
Okay. Hey.
All right, Ben, 8 damage. Atreon, 4 damage. And
Where's
I need one
Otis's
for Otis
reflex?
also.
I think Otis does the same thing.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. 8
4
damage for Otis. Can Otis take poison? Is Otis poison immune? Probably.
How to find out?
Spell slime. Immune to critical hits and precision damage, but its AC is only 10 plus your level. I guess Otis isn't immune to poison damage, in which case he will need to make me a fortitude save.
Okay, fortitude. Otis has a fortitude.
Otis is poisoned.
No.
Go on.
That's all I had.
Okay. So Otis is poisoned. He is going to take 5 more poison damage this round.
It's okay, Otis.
We'll see how he does next round.
Do we lose Odin again the day you summon him back?
Odin?
No.
It would be weird if
Odin?
we lost Odin.
I said Otis.
You said Odin.
It would not be weird if we lost Odin, because I'm trying.
God.
One day he's gonna disappear.
I will have done it because I'll
Don't
get it.
ask.
I'll have gotten sick of him. Okay. You know how you just casually threaten to kill your friend's dogs?
Oh, it doesn't have
Casual.
to kill, you know, you could just open the door.
I'm just gonna get rid of him. Ben.
Whatever happens, happens.
Ben, do
Remind
something
me,
smart.
would there be any point to me swinging an axe, or would that just not so much?
About as much point as you think it would have.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try. What is this thing? It is. To deceive them by creating a distraction and then hiding. Create a diversion with a gesture, trick, or some distracting words. Create a diversion that draws creatures is plural attention elsewhere. That's what I'm going to try.
You're going to try to distract the millions of wasps.
It says plural. I just want to create a diversion that, like,
Sure.
Look over there.
All right, do it.
All right, it is a deception check. It is a single action.
What an insane game where you're attempting to distract bees. I love Pathfinder.
I am very deceptive.
Okay.
They do a perception check.
Okay, hang on. This is what action are you doing?
Create a diversion.
Create a diversion. Do you have it open in front of you?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what its traits are, or can you just put its text in
Mental.
the chat?
Yeah, I can put. Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, hang on. There's a anecdote inside it that I have to not copy.
Interesting.
Okay, there's that part, and then
Oh, you don't have a button?
no, This is coming from the PDF.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Holy shit.
It's not that long. It's really not.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I just built it up on the thing. Okay. Okay, and how are you doing this?
I'm going well, let's say there's a firecracker that I throw on the roof.
Do you have a firecracker to throw on the roof?
Let's say it's a steel roof and I throw some flint at it. I do have flint.
Okay.
The amount of force
I have a high strength.
David.
What do you want? It's a distraction. He's asking me to make something up to how I distract a swarm of wasps.
Oh yeah, I just.
Other than pointing at, like, I had a really high deception roll, but other than pointing, I'm not sure.
Why would you want to explode anything on the bank?
Throwing flint at a steel roof would make a spark and a loud sound.
Not necessarily.
I
Not
don't remember saying
necessarily,
it was a
but
steel roof.
it's magic.
He did.
It's actually a stone. It's actually explicitly a stone building.
Maybe a flintstone. Maybe.
You throw steel. What the fuck?
Maybe the Flintstones.
Is that where that name came from?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
My god.
I'm trying to parse
part of
out
the
how
group.
this would work by the, I already know what I'm gonna do. So maybe I should just cut to it. But I'm I'm trying to parse out how this would work in the actual rules. Because they do have an ability called Swarm Mind, which is that they don't have a single mind, typically because it's a swarm of smaller creatures, and is immune to mental effects that target only a specific number of creatures. It is still subject to mental effects that target all creatures in an area. Create a Diversion does not specifically say that it targets a specific creature. So in theory, you could
specifically
distract
says
a
creatures
swarm of
with a-
wasps.
Yes. Yep. I'm just all the creatures in an area. I'm creating a diversion because the point
But
of it is
then-
to let me hide or sneak.
But then the whole swarm would have to make a perception check against.
Each swarm would have to do
how
a
many
perception check.
wasps are distracted by you throwing a rock? Okay, regardless, I would say this: it is possible to distract a swarm in a similar manner to what you're doing. However, a rock on the roof of a stone building over the buzzing of a bajillion wasps ain't gonna cut it.
Okay, okay, fine. I didn't want to do this. No, I still won't do it. Poor doggies didn't do anything to us.
Okay.
I don't know, man. What do you want
David,
from me?
I don't even
How do
like
you
that you
distract
said that.
wasps?
I don't necessarily want anything from you. I'm just telling you that unfortunately throwing a rock at a stone building isn't going to
I realize
distract
that.
a bajillion wasps.
I'm
That's all
not
it
sure
is.
what flavor to throw on this. I'm just taking an action that's one of the
Could
available
I
actions
make
I
a
can
suggestion? Do you want
Sure.
a suggestion?
Sure.
Have you tried moving outside of the space of the wasp swarms that automatically hit everything they're in the area of?
That
Because
was
you are
planning to
standing
come after this, yes.
You're standing in the middle of the Venn diagram.
This was going to be the first action, and the next action was going to be sneak away.
Okay. Well, you threw a rock at a roof and it didn't do much. You've got
The
2 more
wasp
actions.
All right, so we're gonna. All right, are you saying that because of the reason I picked, or because of rolls?
I am saying that I am not opposed on principle to the idea of you distracting this swarm. However, the way that you went about it didn't work out, and I couldn't make it narratively make any sense. Did my
Okay.
headset die? Oh no. Okay.
No.
It's been beeping like
No,
it's
you're
gonna
good.
die, and then everybody was quiet all of a sudden.
Okay. Well.
David, let me know if you
Alright.
ever feel like I'm bullying you.
No, that one just sucks because I'm doing the action that I'm supposed to be able to do, and I can't think of a flavor for it, and because of that, it failed.
So
even though it rolled really well.
Swarms are often included in campaigns because they are difficult for certain types of classes to handle and let the other people shine a bit. Fighters are not ever going to be really good against swarms in general.
I get that.
Unfortunately.
Alright, moving away, and gonna recall knowledge for my last action.
Roll a knowledge check. I mean, a nature check.
Actually, I lied. I'm gonna try battle medicine on myself.
He lied. Yeah, you can battle medicine.
Okay.
Oh, thanks
Probably
for the
better,
follow,
because I think you know everything there is to know about wasps at this point.
That's what I was thinking. So it's a medicine check. I'll get a +2.
What's up, Sam?
Yeah, there we go. Here we go. 12. Did I hurt myself?
I don't think you hurt yourself. I think you're just not successful.
Okay.
I believe that is what happened in the past.
Yeah.
With other 12s.
All right, wasps number the last ones. Bzzz. Looks like Raz and Kit are gonna make saves.
Boo.
Are they able to
No.
occupy the same? Well, I guess they can occupy the
Yes.
same space.
Oh, my lord.
They super can, yeah.
I was just thinking, why didn't they just
What
go
is
on all
the-
three then?
These
Fortitude,
they all
is
went
that what you said?
relatively forward.
Reflex. Kit.
Oh no. If you got like 3 hero points, maybe throw one of them.
I don't. But I'm confident in myself, and I'm not
Oh,
gonna
I
hero
love that.
point.
You should make me a you should
Ooh.
make me a fortitude save. All right.
Maybe you hero point that.
I'll hero point that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Um,
I was saving
cool.
it for that.
so Kit, you're not poisoned, but you are going to take 12 damage, and Raz are going to take 6.
Here I am.
And then they do it again, because they can do it with one action. So make those saves again. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Done.
Raz, you're going to take 5 damage. And Kit, I think what happened is you got swung by one of these, or you got stung by one of these, and you went, "Oh, hell no!" You can take a free move to get out of that swarm.
Yay. I'm gonna move.
Yeah, you got stung by one wasp, and you were like, "Actually, fuck this." Atreon.
Well, shit.
Can I guess?
Electric arc.
Is it electric arc?
Hey Matt, how come
No.
you've been doing drawings instead of your face lately? I miss your
Our
face.
room is a giant mess.
Yeah, our closet still hasn't been fixed, so everything that was in there is still all over the ground.
Couldn't you just sit really close to the webcam?
I feel like I don't give a shit.
I think I am sitting close to the webcam. Look, there's a wasp.
Right. But also, okay.
It's fine.
Don't at me, David.
It should be. We should be better by next week.
So, I'm just gonna yeet. And then, oh, Raz, buddy.
Yeah.
You'll be
Does
fine.
Otis come with
Can
you?
I-
With Otis
can
on
I
your
place-
shoulder?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Come on, little Odes. Can I place this fireball in a way that doesn't hit my buddies, but hits copious amounts of wasps?
Is this a fireball? The fireball spell?
Boop. Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see, a 20-foot burst.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well,
Why don't you
might
do it
have
in
to
the
hit
air?
it.
Why don't you do it in the air?
Air burst? Like a nuclear bomb?
I mean, they're 25 feet up, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They're
Not while they're
swarming.
swarming around
Suspended.
your heads.
Wouldn't that be okay? So 20
okay.
feet, right? Is just a 4x4.
A 20-foot burst is a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
centered on one square and then goes 20 feet. In all
Well,
directions.
it's on a point and then around.
I
so-
see. So Kit would be hit in the
Tell you
process.
what, here I will empower Otis. We're gonna use Otis as your spell marker. This is gonna be clever, and I like it.
Clever.
It's a 40-foot diameter because that's how that works, and we'll give it
I'm
a nice
okay with
orange
taking 30
for-
damage. Just heads up. Just do it.
So that's fireball.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
I
What
feel
the-
like I'm not right. I feel like
No.
that
No,
can't
that's,
no,
that's
be
no.
right.
very wrong. That's massive.
I think it's not a 20-foot radius. It's a 20-foot area.
Oh, also, okay. So
It's
part of
20
the
feet.
problem is that the label says diameter, and then you put in 40, and it gives you an 80-foot diameter. So the label
no.
meant to say radius. Good
Yes.
job, roll 20. So
So
let's
it
change
it
that
should be
to
to right
20.
here.
There you go.
There you go.
So I guess
Here's
you're gonna
20.
burn a bunch of dogs too.
dogs.
The dogs are in the house, but if
I
you
mean,
do
Those,
it,
I thought that's what those little brown things are. Dog houses.
yeah.
You
Doesn't
could
mean there's a dog in
center-
there.
Think of it this
Fireball.
way: if you put the spell like here, you can hit
Oh,
well
Kit and
yourself
Raz,
and
and
Raz
you.
and Kit, but also all of the wasps.
YOLO.
Uh-huh.
Do it.
Yeah.
I say do it.
As long as I know
Kill him.
Fumbus can heal, and I know Blake can
Yeah.
heal,
Yep, Blake has
and I
that
know
medicine.
it would do some good damage to the swarm, so I'd probably do it to save the
It
overall
will
group?
100% kill Otis. Just heads up. Otis is dead.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, Otis is in there.
Actually,
Just
Otis
Well,
has his
isn't
own
Otis
action,
the
so
Yeah,
Otis
can you
is
move
gonna
him?
move
yeah,
out.
Otis,
Move him
Otis can
first.
move beforehand.
Yeah, Otis is gonna dip the fuck out. I'm gonna be like,
Alright.
not again, buddy, and just let him go.
Send him to me. Send him to me.
Oh, Sammy's here. Hi, Sammy.
Just in
Hey.
case you all die, I'll take care of him.
Kit, you're
I'm out of range, or am I? Oh, I'm in it now.
What?
no,
No.
you're out of
Oh,
range.
no,
You're
it's
fine. I just put
moved.
Otis
Never
back.
mind.
You rolled so well on that damage. That's wild.
I'm gonna
Yeah, holy
say, I'm
shit.
gonna scream, hold on, and then, brace, rather. I'll scream brace.
Boom.
And then fireball.
Yeah. Okay. I think you do move Otis out of the way, right?
Yeah, Otis has his own, or has one action of his own,
Right,
so he
okay.
can move.
So,
Uh,
Kit, you need to make a reflex
so,
save. So do you, Atrium.
Kit, yeah, you guys are gonna make reflex saves. Yeah, do that first.
Oh, I'm gonna hero point that
Jessica-
bad boy.
No.
Blake and I are both outside of it, right?
Yes, you and Blake are outside of it. Patreon, you're gonna have to hit yourself unless you're gonna move too.
I mean, it also means that the wasps are on fire and buzzing around you.
Reflex save.
I'd be very surprised if these wasps were still alive.
You would rather hit yourself than drop your ward. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. Hold on.
If I know Atrion, yes.
Sorry.
Honestly.
Sorry. I'm trying to find. So, I got something called What? No. Lightning reflexes. Your proficiency rank or reflex save increased to expert. Okay, that doesn't automatically
Yeah.
happen.
Wait. If this is a 2-action, why don't you just move out of range?
That's what I've been saying.
Yes, I can do that. I just don't. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Fixed it. Yeah, I can move. That's fine. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I'll
Raz, you
keep-
said you
I'll
hero
keep it.
pointed.
Yep, I'm not dying today.
Okay, so
It's not
You
your
Kit-
birthday anymore. You're not immune.
you and Kit are both gonna take 30 damage.
Cool.
Yep.
The fucking neat. All right, classic Atreon.
Classic.
Kit, the last thing you think of errantly as you hear Atreon scream brace and a fireball comes hurtling towards you is the gift basket from the precinct that said, "Sorry, you almost died." The roaring fireball explodes at your feet, decimating all of the wasps, because
Yeah.
that's 35 damage on each one of them. So good job, Atreon.
But did you
and-
brace?
Yeah, you braced just enough.
PTSD.
I think Raz literally had to brace. I think that was him hero pointing because he just threw up his
Yeah.
arms. As
I put my hood up
Kit
real
and Raz
fast.
are left like on their last legs, just sort of standing there bewildered. I actually think 6:45. I think that's a perfect stopping point.
Cool.
'Cause
Okay.
I don't
good.
want to go
Can
too.
I
too far
heal
deep in the mix.
people real quick before
Yeah,
we forget?
that's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna do big
Okay.
heals.
I mean, you can. I will let you know that you are not likely to be in combat again for the rest of the day. If you
Okay. If we want to just
if you guys want to just rest up,
do
it's
some
fine.
rest, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Okay, so
Um,
is that saying that we should be back at?
Yeah, you guys can go back to full unless somebody is planning on like running off and going to fight somebody in the middle of the day.
Thank you.
All right.
I rolled a bunch
We
of
will
medicine
see.
checks. There we go. We're all healed.
Cool. All right. Wonderful.
Look at all these heals.
Good game, everybody. This was fun. I'm glad we
This
blew
was
up a bunch
good.
of bees.
Are we playing
Wasps?
next
We
week?
would never kill bees.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Everybody okay for
I'm
that?
glad you blew up
Yeah.
a bunch of bees. I mean wasps.
Yeah, you
I mean
guys good
bees.
for the 13th?
13th? Yeah, I should be good.
Hell
To an
yeah.
actual schedule?
As far as I'm aware, yes, that is good.
Jesse, are we doing it on Tuesday?
Doing
Yeah.
what?
I'll probably
No stock.
Oh,
Talk
your
to
little
tomorrow.
competition.
and we'll
Yeah.
go through it and see if it works.
Yeah, that works.
that.
I'm gonna give you a list of. I'm gonna send you the checklist tonight, and we can figure out which rules we want to do and not do.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Alex, I know you're listening, so you are more than welcome to weigh in on that conversation.
Alex, if you are still listening, can we get some of those tears? Not tears, drops. Some of those drops.
Those sweet cheers.
Actually, though, Alex, I do want to know what your. I'm just gonna come at some point next time I play Minecraft. I want to come visit you and see what your.
Have you not
Fuck
seen
you.
their base yet?
I haven't. I.
Oh man. Well,
I
this
have-
is also a great opportunity to use the channel.
Channel.
I didn't even
train
know there
is
was a
very
channel.
fun.
I
Yeah,
am.
There
I'm
is.
looking forward. Okay, Alex, I'm not getting on right now because I gotta go have dinner with Drew. But I'm looking forward to visiting their base and feeling very small PP and inadequate in
It is very large.
So
It's very interesting.
I'm literally just looking
They
at the
have a llama.
numbers of resources that you have in this screenshot you sent me, and I'm like already, I'm feeling my like balls crawl up in my body because I feel like a piece
It
of
is
shit.
not small, Alex.
They had thousands of every mat like day 2.
Yeah, well, you know, when your brother's the guy who runs the server, you know.
I
Yeah,
don't
hey.
know if it was exclusively Matt 1T. I'm pretty sure that Sean was doing a shitload of work too.
That's because Sean stays logged in
Hey.
for 5 days at a time. Sometimes.
Alex, I need you to convince your brother to install the bounding boxes mod on the server so that I can see where the fuck a nether fortress is and I can put a spawner down, because sometimes you put it in the middle of a hallway and it's like, I'm actually not gonna make withers here. So I need some fucking help because I
Some
have
stuff
built
like
like
that, too.
3 skeleton spawners thinking
Actually,
surely a
I'm
wither will
making
pop up
withers.
here.
So,
My dumbass is wrong every time.
Manello, are they gray? The skeletons that pop up?
They're the
I
normal
saw someone
skeleton
saying
color.
that when a skeleton spawner is put in the nether, it does make wither skeletons and occasionally normal skeletons, but it will read as skeleton even when it's a wither
False.
skeleton.
False, because I have done it before and it popped up regular.
I'm
skeletons.
interrupting to say goodbye
And-
because Apollo is whining at me, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna go
give
eat
him-
This
dinner.
was fun.
Yeah.
I love all of
I'm
you.
also dipping out, nerds.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Later,
go play
bye.
WoW.
everybody.
Ha.
Bye.
Blah, 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 blah.
Alright, chat. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go play some WoW. We will be back Tuesday, and we are going to start a Nuzlocke race of Sword and Shield with our good DM Manello. So that should be starting Tuesday. In case anything, I mean, if something goes wrong, it is what it is. Yay! Thank you for the biddies. Otherwise, you can find past Pathfinder stuff on my YouTube, which is down below. There's a link to my YouTube page. I post all of our Pathfinder games there. We also have a Discord if you want to come hang out in the Discord. Yeah, I will see you guys Tuesday. That's all, yokes.